beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, people. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I really messed up this time. I really apologize. Oh, I'm blaming Stranger Things. It really messed me up. I think I was having nightmares, honestly. I think I was having nightmares, and I passed out on the couch. I appreciate everyone that's here, and I don't know what to do because I have topics, but I passed out so hard, I didn't write down the people's names for the Switch yet. So I could do that on stream, or I could do it for tomorrow, or... Oh, boy. Woo! Thank you, everyone that's here. Remember to smash the like button for an old man that's trying to make his way a movie talk. And I'll be honest with you, I've been making a lot of content. I've been having fun, though. But because it's stuff, it's not like I'm struggling to think of things to say. I know a lot of things that I want to talk about. Hey, Ashley. Yes. Look. I have my pen, a pad, and scissors to cut out the names. And I'm going to put it in a Ziploc and mix them up. And also, I'll be real, I've been kind of stressing about the giveaway. Not that I don't want to give it away. It's just like I wish I could give it to everyone. And I think I am going to do smaller giveaways for the future because I would be able to do more giveaways with less stress. Because it's a big giveaway, it's a big prize. Well, I don't blame them for not being here. It's my fault. I really passed out hard. And really, I think I was having nightmares from the Stranger Things. Like, I'm not used to horror. This season is really intense. And I kind of like passed out while watching the weirdest stuff in Stranger Things, like episode 3. And I don't know what happened. I think I took myself up to bed. I probably was. This happens every time I try to do like a normal schedule. Honest, for just a little behind the scenes with me. Every time I try to wake up early and go to sleep at a decent time, this always happens. I eventually just pass out in the middle of the day sometime. I'm on episode 4. And I passed out. I don't know what happened. I was watching with my wife. And it's like I played hooky on everything I was supposed to do today. Hey, Brian.
Good morning, Sunshine. How are you?
Oh, man. I screwed up.
Oh, it's okay. Dude, I sent everybody. No. I told everybody to come hang out over on 10 cool. Ford. They did. They came back over here. It's party time, man.
All right. Well, I don't even have the names for it. I screwed up today. I just completely effed up today. I don't have the names down for the Switch yet. I could write them during the stream, and then at the end of the stream, pull a name. But I don't know how long it's going to take. That's members and people who super chat for the last few months. I could try to do that, or I could just try to do it tomorrow. But Stranger Things messed me up, man.
Yeah.
That and every time I try to do keep a regular sleep schedule, my old manness kicks in and I pass out on the couch. I try to wake up early, spend time with my wife, do things around the house, do yard
responsible,
work.
Max. Yeah.
Right. And then, then you sit down let's watch something. Even if I'm really interested.
Like a light, just done.
I don't even know what happened. The whole day got away from me. I don't even. I looked at my phone. You called me a few times. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I wasn't trying to.
No.
But
no,
I was I told him on the phone. I was like, "Hey, I'm hosting my own show, or I turn yours on right now." But, but no, dude, I had a blast at 10 Forward, man.
Oh, that's great.
We had 20 plus viewers, man. 27 likes, man. Thanks everybody for stopping by over there. And anyone that was over there and coming over here, that's what we're all about here, man. It's big community here, and I love it.
Yeah, great. I'm glad, man. It's definitely support Brian on 10 Forward. And I do have some topics. Yeah. I think I might. Well, CJH isn't here either. CJH was really interested in the, in who's going to get that switch. I know a lot of people are, and I do apologize. I don't need to keep you people in anticipation, but unless I'm really got to do it tonight, I think I'll write down the names and do it on a stream this week, tomorrow or Wednesday.
Just remember, guys, if you win and you have a console or a Switch already.
Oh God, here we go. Are you campaigning?
How did MME come about tonight? You guys would still be staring at a chat.
Yeah. I can't give it to. I can't. Anthony, get your ass on here.
My own horn.
Anthony hasn't even been on the streams lately. I don't know we miss you, Anthony. I don't know where Anthony's. You know how Anthony's been a staple on a lot of streams, and he's been busy. I don't know.
He's a mercurial guy, man.
At least I'm well rested for the stream. I'm serious. Stranger Things messed me up. I don't do horror that well. Oh. This one's intense, and some of this, not to get into spoilers, but some of the things that the people were saying or the kids are seeing really messed me up. Oh boy.
No, that's mine.
You thought you already won. Uh-oh. What the hell? The CEO of... Where did this come from?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
Hey, Rupee. Okay. Oh, boy. I don't have any Geekosity articles tonight. Will Wallace. No Geekosity articles. I did a stream earlier because... Sometimes I've been doing these pop-up streams just because I get inspired to talk about a topic. And a lot of that was I was watching Brian Ward while I was gaming, talking about how Solo 2 most likely won't happen in the name Solo 2. It's going to have to be rebranded and put into something else like the Lando show or Book of Boba Fett. And then the timelines get me all effed up. I forget what's happening, who's dead, who's not, all the Star Wars series.
What time?
Yeah. How would Book of Boba Fett even work with solo characters like Crimson Dawn?
Well, Maul wouldn't be there, of course. But everybody else. Kira hasn't died, so maybe Kira could be involved.
Yeah, but this Han would be the older Han.
See, now, I think if they did that, they'd probably do the deepfake action because... people are familiar with characters those ways.
But then you can't do Lando. It would be an older Lando, too.
No, I think if they do Lando and kept him a younger Lando, Donald Glover's fit for it. You know what I mean? But if they're doing post Return of the Jedi, I guess if they're going to go that way with Mark Hamill, it just makes sense to go the rest of the way with everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know how long we're going to go tonight. We'll just let me put this aside to write down the
mom wedding Jerry Ryan actor. She ate mom wedding cake or wedding before I was born.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Patrick's trying to say. I like Jerry Ryan.
She ate your mom.
She was 7.
She was at your mom's wedding before you were born? Is that what maybe me?
Is that what? Yeah. If that's the case, that's hella cool. I like Jerry Ryan, dude.
Yeah,
If
you do.
If you can get 7 of 9 to come on 10 forward, like, and talk with me for just like 10 seconds. Is that hook a brother up?
Hey, can you viewers do a favor and smash the like button for an old man that sleeps in is an hour and a half late and it didn't do what he was supposed to do?
He gets by with a little help from his friends.
Get by with a little help from my. Not yet.
We'll do that if we ever meet in person.
I've never got one that way before, and I would be afraid of the streams I would miss if I
never
did.
hung out with a master of none, my friend.
Hey, no. Sports.
It makes streams more fun. In between, I had to go outside, clear my head a little bit.
Yeah,
we're good.
My head was really. I didn't even know what day it was. I didn't know what was going on when I talked to you. I was like, what did I do?
It's crazy. I actually have energy for a change. Good night's sleep. Had a fantastic day at work. Didn't suck. I'm stringing them together, man. You do that? It's called the win streak, right? So no, this week's stream was fun. I had so much fun.
Oh, I do have sleep apnea. I do. I've gone sleep studies before, and I've gone to my doctor to say, you know, I've seriously, like, I think I'm narcoleptic. And they're like, no, but you do have some issues. But
I do that too. Like every time I go down to my mom's house, like swear, hand on the Bible, bro. Out. Just I sleep like I don't know why. It must be something down there, but I sleep like I've never like slept before. Like it's so weird. Like I'll just be chilling on the couch. Mom's like, you stop breathing like 5 times. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I have a machine. I have a machine that I don't use.
I don't
because I wake up with like the cord around my throat or wrapped around, and I'm like, ugh. And Darth Scipio, if they bring back there's no. I really don't think Anthony Gruber at all. He's kind of bounced from Hollywood. He hasn't really got anything else since that. Oh, Chris is here. Hey, Chris,
Mr. Top Gun over here. We're gonna start calling you Maverick.
I'm actually, if I really am. I've seen it 4 times in 5 days. 4 times
in 5 days. Hey, CJH, I'm sorry, man. I really messed up. I didn't write down the names for the Switch. I gotta do it tomorrow, or Stranger Things messed me up. I crashed on the couch. I didn't know what time it was, what day it was. There's stuff around the house I didn't do. I had a day off from work, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, do that, do this, and I did nothing.
What days the wife come home?
She's here.
Oh.
She just let me sleep. Like we were watching Stranger Things, having a good time. Although I think I have nightmares from Stranger Things. Like some of that. Did you see it, Chris?
Yeah, I binged it. Yeah.
Some of that stuff with the kids, not spoilers, but what they were seeing.
Yeah.
That's something that messed me up.
They went pure horror this season. They really did. They went pure horror.
Yeah. And I haven't had nightmares like that since I was a kid. I was like, what the, I usually don't remember my dreams, but it was messed me up. Will Wallace says Top Gun 2 had a better Death Star run than actual Death Star run.
Listen, I love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. There's no fat on this movie. There's no fluff. The bar scene could have been 3 minutes shorter, and at first I didn't really care about the love story, and then I started thinking about after seeing something else. But let's not get crazy and say it's better than Death Star run. You know what I mean? I love this movie, but it's not better than the trailer.
It was like you lost that love and feeling all over again, though.
No, it was just they spent a lot of time in the first half hour. They spent about a good 10 minutes or 12 minutes of the movie just in that bar when he's talking to Penny. And I'm just like, what's going on? Oh, they're introducing all the fighter pilots. So here's where Goose's son comes in. Okay, I get it. But no, there's no fat on this movie. None. 0 fat on this movie.
Yeah, I'll give you a link, CJH. Hold on a second. Hold on, and then we'll get to some Star Wars topics. I rewatched. I didn't finish it yet. I was planning to do that too. I was planning to finish Solo. I was really having fun watching Solo last night.
Ooh, that's a hard one. They're both really good. I think I like Top Gun better, and I like Doctor Strange too. but they're both so different. They're such different types of movies. They're both so good. Because I love.
I don't know. You don't think they're gonna do 3, do you?
I don't know why they would. You got to remember, like
No
even
spoilers,
before all
yeah.
the setbacks and all this shit, this movie took years to film. Years. So I don't know. I mean, it doesn't need to be a trilogy, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Degrassi says absolutely. Well, I did a quick stream earlier about Jason Ward for Making Star Wars. He's another scooper, but he said what he's heard in the past is that Solo 2 will never happen in name. You know how the industry looks at a failure and they're never going to say Solo 2 because they have that stigma of losing the box office. If he were to ever return young Han Solo with Alden starring, it would probably be in rebranded into Lando or some of these Disney Plus series and make a cameo, and that would be some type of continuation for Solo and those characters like Kira. Probably the most likely would be the young Lando show, which there is. Okay, we are going to watch a little bit of Kathy Kennedy interview, which she did mention, but it was a significant different tone than the talking about Rian Johnson's trilogy, like he's busy. But she basically, well, we'll watch. This is the beginning of. Hold on a second. We got 31 people watching and only 21 likes.
Smash them likes. Hi, RJ. Hey, Anthony. Hey, everyone. How is everyone doing again?
Yeah, RJ, you got to get on the stream and tell us about Maverick too. He saw it today as well, I think.
Yeah. Says it's the best movie he's seen all year.
Yeah.
I know it's the best movie I've seen in a long, long time.
That's high praise considering RJ. Think about
in years. I mean, there's movies that are just as good as it that have been come out. But this is, man, I haven't been this hyped for a movie since Endgame.
That's great. I'm really looking forward to it. I still don't think. Don't say blasphemy. I don't think I'm going to go to the movie theater to see it. It's just not the type of movie that I only really go to the movie theater with my wife anymore, very rarely. And it's just not the movie that.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a comic book movie, Max, and that's the only ones he really likes to stump.
This movie was shot to be seen in IMAX. This movie was shot to be watched on the big screen.
Yeah. Well, the next movie we're seeing together is probably going to be Jurassic World Dominion.
Nice.
So we like the big popcorn movies when we go to the theater.
I'm going to go see Elvis. I'm going to go see Elvis. Then I'm going to go see Jurassic World. Then I'm going to go see Thor.
Actually, Grace
Lightyear.
Lightyear. Cool. Actually, Grace ruined Elvis for me. Grace ruined the Elvis trailer for me because when I was watching a reaction, she started talking about Elvis's problematic history with young girls. And I was like, damn it. And there's a lot of scenes with young girls in there.
Bro, do you remember the 80s?
What?
Like
what?
All those hair bands?
No, but these were like 14-year-old girls.
Oh, yeah, no.
Do you know about Elvis?
No, I was unaware of that. My apologies.
Oh, yes. No, I did.
Previous statement retracted on
No.
Ignorance.
No, just so you know, I don't want to get disgusting here, but it's known like him and his, the guy that's portrayed that Tom Hanks portrays in the thing. Tom Hanks' character in real life would kind of scout out 14-year-old girls, and he liked to be the one that took their. I mean,
Tom Hanks' character in real life was,
and then discards them.
Yeah, Tom Hanks' character in real life is known to be like not the greatest agent or producer. It's just Elvis was the guy that actually put him on the spot,
Yeah.
And he was known to be not the greatest human being either. So it's just like one of those things where it's like, this is like, it's very interesting on who he is and what they're gonna do with him in this movie, though. So,
yeah, but seeing that the thing is, once you think about that aspect, and then you see those girls flipping out in the trailer, and then you think about it, like, ooh,
yeah,
was
that
done
on purpose because of the whole Tom Hanks?
So the movie's what, a hit piece?
No, they're
Well,
not going to
the
even
thing-
address that.
no,
Probably.
It's not. I heard it's not even like actually like a full-on out Elvis biopic. It's more of like a period piece on the 1960s. You know, so it's like, and the main character of the 1960s will be Elvis. You know, type of thing. So, we'll see.
Well, they're probably
1956.
not. They're probably not going. But damn it, Grace, she got me started on a rabbit hole of like, oh, there's a lot of stuff out there about Elvis and 14-year-old girls. Like he really liked 14-year-old girls, like that age, 14 to 16.
Well,
Priscilla, he knew
Priscilla.
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 But they
and
said
them
Priscilla
met
is the
in Italy.
one. Priscilla is the one that he didn't do anything with until he got married.
Yeah,
But that's not the case with the other ones.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
Tom Parker was not the greatest guy.
No. So I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to cancel people retroactively.
No,
It's just weird. It's just when you think about it, it's just that it's back in your mind. So I'll probably watch it when it comes on streaming. Because the trailer was legit though. Man, does he do a good job as Elvis. And that opens up a
I
whole
was just gonna take my mom to see it, because she's a big Elvis fan.
Yeah. Well, don't talk about that part.
Yeah, I mean, Elvis is probably like one of the greatest movies of this year, probably with Top Gun as well. But it's gonna, obviously.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's crazy, and I grew up with that music.
No,
my
I
life.
didn't. I didn't know. I mean, I
never even knew that
Priscilla
was a thing.
I knew Priscilla was younger.
I knew that,
but I did not know that he that's what's the rumor is that he not only liked young girls, that he kind of, led them along, and then once he took her away, he discarded them. He's like, nope. That's what he liked. If you ever heard about people like that. Sorry, let's move the bad topic.
I feel like we should move on.
Yes, thank you, CGH. Moving on.
Yeah, all I did was say I want to see Elvis and
Mace Windu.
Yeah. Sorry.
We all know Mace Windu's alive. He's coming back in Star Wars next year, and Mando.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wrong.
No, that makes
We all know
dead.
he's alive. Come on, we all know he's alive.
DED dead.
No, Mace
He's
Windu
not
is
dead.
Listen, even if he survived the fall, he would eventually die from Vader.
Not really.
Well, that might be a story we're yet to see. Maybe if they do a
He's
Vader
alive.
series. But honestly, I don't know why everyone's like, not Mace. All the other bullshit we put up with Star Wars about no one's ever really gone. Oh, that guy's dead though. Great, Mace is dead though.
No, somebody. I mean, I think
We
when
never
they say
saw
no
a
one's ever
body.
really gone. They mean force spirit or their memory will live on and shit like that. Like a Celine Dion song. I don't really think they mean
it's become to mean another thing with bringing back.
When I saw Obi get basically chopped in half and disappear, I knew he was gone. You know what I mean? Like Luke's gone. They're gone.
Listen, Sam Jackson says he's want to come back. So if he want to come back, he want to come back.
No, it's canon that he's alive, Brian. It's canon, according
so?
to George Lucas.
How so?
Well, I'll get to the receipts.
Where is this material?
Let me see
If
here.
George Lucas said it, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if George Lucas says.
Dreadnought. Yoda hit
material?
Oh, he means Vader would get a hold of him. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
I remember.
I'm talking about that. What
Yoda
material?
didn't get thrown out of a 3,000 story window.
He didn't get hit by a car or taxi or two on the way down.
He's alive. You never saw a body.
Did you see the Attack of the Clones, the beginning where Anakin and Obi-Wan are gliding through the air and jumping up? It's very plausible that Mace could do something to save himself. Very plausible.
Didn't Dave Filoni?
He was in shock.
And he would he'd been electrocuted by force lightning. There's no way,
Not really.
No, what do you mean, not really? He hadn't been electrocuted by force lightning. That didn't happen. We didn't see the same movie. What? We watched a different movie.
Yeah, watch George Lucas made a different movie.
Luke got electrocuted by force lightning and still lived. And he was at a more advanced emperor.
Man, your guys.
Incremental,
Okay, let me
bro.
let me repeat what I said for the people that didn't hear. He had just got his arm chopped off by Anakin, and then electrocuted with Force lightning, then thrown off a 3 million foot building.
We never saw a body. He's not dead.
In the
that
Coruscant
dude is
rush
dead.
hour.
And Luke got his hand chopped off.
But he didn't get thrown off a building.
And Force lightning.
Didn't Dave Filoni come out and say that
And then died by
he's
meditating.
dead because it would ruin Anakin's fall to the dark side?
No.
I mean,
Well, his
we
death
are
was
linear.
kinda
Star Wars is just like comics.
Listen, Mace
If they
was
wanted
the
to
one
bring
who
him
saved
back,
Grogu.
I guess they could bring him back if they really wanted to. They could make up like, oh, he caught a taxi on the way down, or his cloak activated a parachute wingsuit like in the Batman. But whatever. I mean, they could say whatever they want, but are they gonna?
Listen.
I
Mace was
mean,
the
he's
one
the
who
age
saved
Alex
Grogu.
Guinness was when he
You
filmed.
guys
A New Hope.
understand his death.
He's not dead.
No, okay, his
I'm glad
supposed death is the whole reason the Emperor took power.
Well, he was recovered. If he did survive, he's not going to.
I've never blamed the Emperor, or I've never blamed Mace Windu for what happened. I've
Listen,
never even blamed
listen.
Anakin. I've always blamed Jar Jar.
Right?
Well,
But
Jar
no,
Jar,
dude,
well, Jar Jar
okay,
is-
so
is
to answer
pretty
your
bad.
question, Max, about Luke Skywalker taking it, okay, bro, he got incremental Force lightning, okay.
Oh, here we go.
The
No.
Emperor, he was like, "Bzz, okay, bro, get some, taste some. The next one was like, "Bzz." Okay, that's setting 2, bro. You don't want to see what happens when it goes to 3.
That was
He
a
hits him with
young ass
3,
Emperor.
and then he's like, now, young Skywalker, you
will die.
And and then Vader gets in the way. Or actually, no, he picks him up and fucking throws him.
This
He
is
gets
a
it
more,
himself, dies.
more advanced.
Okay, bro, it
more
happens.
advanced Emperor Palpatine. By the
No,
time
I'm
he
just
returned
saying.
to-
I'm just saying. Okay, when he was getting hit with that Force lightning, he being Mace Windu. Okay, and then he got hit with unlimited power.
Listen,
bro.
Everything that you're saying that Mace couldn't survive from, Luke survived first.
I want you guys to go back and watch that scene and
Luke-
see how far he actually falls before it
Luke
finally
got
cuts
his
screen.
hand chopped off, fell down a chute in Cloud City, and got electrocuted.
With
Not all at
unlimited
the same
power.
time. Not all at the same time, but he survived all
Did-
that shit.
Did both of Mace Windu's hands get cut off?
I think just his arm, the
Same
arm
time.
with the
Why were you?
lightsaber.
Why were you?
I
viewers trying to
guarantee you. Listen, Mace will come back. He will be in the finale of Mendo.
Well, let's get to the let's get.
He
to,
saved Grogu. He's the one who saved him.
Why are people so adamant about this one? Not Mace, not all the other bullshit we've seen.
Because
All
we
the
saw
other-
how he
Listen,
died,
even-
man. We
Even
saw
Sam
how he
Jackson
died.
knows. Even Sam Jackson knows he's not dead. Come on.
His
When
Also-
Order
was
the
66
reason
happened,
for the Empire.
when
damn
Order
it.
66 happened, we saw how a lot of these Jedi died. We saw how Mace Windu died. These aren't like a lot of these things aren't things you can come back from. It's not like, it's not like some of these
Hi,
other
Caden.
characters.
What is your thoughts on this, Caden?
I can't
Just really
believe
quiet.
this.
Caden.
You can't believe this conversation. It's a great conversation.
This is a great
I
No,
think
I
he's coming
can't
back.
believe how stupid. No.
Yeah.
I
I
want it
think-
to happen.
I had to hold back. Sorry.
think he is not dead at that time, but then probably died later on.
I'll tell you when
Because
he
he
died.
fell off
He
the
didn't
thing
die.
and
He
then
didn't die, Caden. He didn't die when he got his arm chopped off by Anakin. And he didn't die when he got electrocuted. He was just a
No.
little deep fried. No. His ass died when it smacked that concrete
Yeah.
after
He
skydiving
died.
off
All
of
he
the
needs-
biggest
all
building
he needs
in
to do
Coruscant.
is when he's about to hit the ground, do a little force push, and then he'll land like a pillow.
No. Okay. I have a perfect saying from somebody that I learned for a long time ago. It's not the fall. It's the abrupt stop that kills
Yeah,
you.
that's what kills you. It's not the fall that kills you. It's
Yeah,
the
and you have
angle in which
force
your body
powers.
smacks into the concrete. That's what
And
kills
if you
you.
have force powers
He's
on
got
your
no-
way down, there's lots of
He's
stuff.
got no hands to,
He has
Now, would I
one
love to
hand.
see him come back? Yeah, I'm all for him coming
Especially
back.
if you're bicycling on the way down because you hit like a taxi or two, just like Fifth Element style.
But I
Hey,
wouldn't-
if they bring him back, he who
But
knows?
honestly, it doesn't matter what I think. It's probably what's gonna happen in the thing. They probably will bring him back. I want to.
Very
look
small only
Because
surprise
fans
because
are-
of his hatred.
I'll be happy if they do. I like Mace Windu. I would be
Maul
happy
was
if they bring him
different.
back.
You know, he kind of,
But
you know,
I
he
think he's
kind of fell
dead.
down one of those things that Luke fell down into. You know, it's different. But if they can bring Maul back, they can bring Windu back.
Maul survived through his anger, though.
You don't think Mace Windu's angry? You think he's just chill? He's like, oh, that's.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
Yeah, Mace will be very angry and tight.
I'm bringing up the scene so we can watch.
He's
I'm
like,
not no volume because I don't want
Okay.
to copyright. But
Just
we'll
watch
see.
how far this dude falls. Like, just even when they cut back to Anakin, just that fall enough. Whatever he hit killed him. But for him to
Alright.
go all the way down,
I think very look at all this. There's things flying out there. There's lots of stuff he could do.
Yeah,
okay,
that he can hit
you could smack into.
on the way down.
Anakin.
Okay.
I'm the one that could save Padme.
I don't even know what language. What language did I pull this up in? I don't know what the
Portuguese.
Actually,
No,
no.
no.
Voice dub it.
Do the voices, someone. Here's
No,
I hope it's not a
no.
copyright strike. Let me make sure there's not. Hold on a second.
No.
I'll clip it out if there is, but later
we're
on.
slowly watching. We're being transformative.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. I don't think it'll get
you will die.
Who's doing that voice? That's pretty good.
I'm reaching. No. Saying he's alive. That's reaching.
No, it's not reaching.
This dude's talking about, that's like saying Bucky shouldn't have died. Bucky landed in a giant snowbank.
All right, let's watch. Look, he didn't get the look. He didn't get the full.
He's blocking it now.
He's
Yeah,
blocking it now.
Yes, he is the traitor. Anakin. Oh,
keep going.
I have the power to save the ones you love. Oh.
He's holding it down.
Yeah.
Mace
now
is holding it down.
Now Anakin's about to bitch slap him.
Yeah. Oh, he's starting to mess himself up. Actually.
Dang, he look ugly as fuck.
Yeah, he's getting messed up. Oh, it's on now. You messed with the wrong.
Look, Mace is still look.
Okay.
Mace is strong as fuck though.
It's like you haven't seen this movie, Max. What are you like?
You do a pretty good Palpatine. Okay, where's RJ at? Where the hell's RJ at?
He said he's tired. He's going to bed.
Oh, he's always tired. Too tired for my show. All right.
I'm too weak.
Actually, I'm too tired for my show anymore.
Bro, he's like just wrecking his face game up.
All right. Here we go.
Dude, you take
still very alive. Still very alive.
Here comes the first strike that's going to put him in shock because he just lost an entire arm.
No, he didn't lose an
it's
arm
on now.
Here it comes.
Still alive. Still alive.
Well, yeah. Of course he is.
Okay.
I want him to come back so bad. It's gonna.
He's too dangerous to be left alive. You can't kill him.
Must stand trial.
How good are the prequels? They're amazing.
This is the best movie. I'm telling you, I love this movie. Oh, it's my
Look
favorite.
at this.
part, too.
There's
the best part
nothing
of the
like
whole
this in the
movie.
sequel. I'm sorry, I'm not dishing on the sequels, but there's like nothing like this intense in the sequels. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, Sam Jackson is a great actor, so of course, come on.
Oh man, help me.
I'm too weak.
But compare this to the scene with Palpatine and Rey and Kylo.
Oh, the
where
Ray one was.
This is so.
trash.
This is so. No, this
Mm.
is so much more intensity. You know what I mean? Like the acting is better here. It's like you feel it. The way it's filmed.
It's like the best part of the movie. I need him.
Wait,
No!
Here we go. Here we go.
He's about to hack his arm off.
Ah!
Wham! There goes the arm.
Ah! All right.
Oh no! Wait, now here comes the
It shows
Force
you
lightning.
Slope. It shows a slope.
Look how far he goes. He goes 30 feet past that.
Look,
Watch.
his lights. Look,
He
they
gets
show
blasted out into friggin' orbit.
I just proved. We're watching it. We just
No,
proved.
you're not. No,
No,
you
no,
didn't
no.
prove
Let
shit.
me finish. Let me finish. We just proved there's even more possibility of him surviving because you see the lightsaber bouncing. He could. He
doesn't go
pull-
down that
look,
thing. He goes clear
look.
out in the freeway.
Watch.
Listen. Listen.
Keep it
when
playing.
Wait. I got a freeze frame here though. Look at the lightsaber.
And you're not
Look at the
listening, Max. The lightsaber don't go anywhere. He shoots Mace Windu 40 feet past that lightsaber.
Let me finish.
Yes,
when he gets thrown out, he could force pull his lightsaber and then stab it into the side of the building and slide down the
Let's
building.
see if he does it. We should definitely see if he does
He
it.
can slide down.
Where's
the
that
building.
scene? Is it the deleted scene?
Okay,
Did I
here's
miss?
beautiful bullshit. Let's see.
Who's with me? Who's with me?
I'll-
When he gets blown
Tinfoil
out that
hat
window, when he gets blown, hey Phil, yeah,
Somebody sitting
right.
too close to the microwave.
It's a slanted building. Though you see the lightsaber bouncing,
You're a
that
slanted
is
building.
foreshadowing.
Only the
Like
top
say,
of the
oh, he's
building
gonna.
slanted. It doesn't slant all the way down.
Well,
He
as soon as
doesn't-
he
Roof
gets
right
blown
there.
out of
That's
He
the
there.
edge.
gets thrown out.
He can,
And he gets
can,
thrown
with
out
this- with
hundreds
the-
of feet.
with
Hundreds
the
of
land-
feet.
with the hand he has left. He could
Well,
force
okay,
pull it.
I'm waiting to see when he catches his lightsaber. Let's show the scene.
I mean, you're not going to see that.
Oh, we
but
wouldn't.
it's very-
Oh, okay. If they put that in later, if they retcon.
Oh, you
it,
mean
yeah.
because that's not what happens in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
okay. Keep playing.
There it is. It's bouncing.
Yeah, it bounced off into traffic.
Okay, maybe there's a little bit too much time there.
And watch
Oh,
how
he
he
got it.
flies
He
out.
got it
Ready?
right there.
Wait for it.
Unlimited
Wait
power.
for it. He's probably already dead right there. He's getting the shit shocked up. But
He's
let's see
not
how far he
dead.
goes out.
Unlimited power. He's giving it to you, bro. He's catching
All right.
it in the headpiece, bro. You do
Okay.
not live from that.
I
He's
don't know.
alive.
He is dead now. I mean,
How-
sorry,
bro,
man.
Electro could survive that
Okay,
shit.
let's see the fall
That's
then.
the
Electro.
Electro.
All right.
That's
all right.
Electro.
Stop it, no,
How
bro.
far does he shoot him
He
out?
was a human. He survived that shit.
Oh, and then
Oh,
look
Oh,
at
he
that.
just went about
Oh,
17
His
blocks
ass,
away.
bro. Woo! Building my ass.
You never know.
He threw him
He's
to
He
safety.
hit the
alive,
building
bro.
across the street.
You never found the body.
He
bro.
threw him to
He's
safety.
Alive.
You are
You know what?
Come on, for
your
building. You have to
destiny
see
and
that in Marvel and DC.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
come
no,
on,
I
man,
got to figure it out, guys. I
stop.
got to figure it out. People, get this one there. He had a clone that his inhibitor chip didn't malfunction. Okay, bro, it didn't go off, right? And then, guys, he got him.
Even
With
Obi-Wan
the other
lives.
clone
With
caught him.
you.
And
We
then
have
they used the Force
49
Yeah, the
power.
clone.
people.
Died dead.
We have 49 people watching and only 22 likes. Come on, everyone. Come
Come
on.
on.
You
Now,
have to
is
show.
it
You
possible
have
to bring
show.
that character back? Absolutely. They can
That
bring
was
it.
top tier.
He
tinfoil
died
conspiracy
dead.
stuff
Listen,
right there,
listen.
guys.
If Zay Jackson want to come back, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you want you
Yes,
just wanted
facts. Mace
and
is
you had
better
to
than
do-
the Snyder Verse.
you had to do that, Reva. Mace
Oh
is
my
better than the
God.
Snyder Verse. They're
Yes,
both
I
they're
believe,
both possible.
Mace is dead.
Very true.
He's alive. He will show up in Mando season 3 at the end to help them against Thrawn. Thank you.
I would like to know how he made that purple lightsaber. You know,
To be fair, Palpatine
How about we get a Mace
exploded
Windu
and
TV
he's still
show?
back.
There you go.
It would be like it would be the time. It would be time lapse.
oh,
of,
he
like,
did Bumbles.
him
Bumbles,
falling.
dude. He went from downtown. He shot Windu out the window like he was Stephen Curry, bro. Like he,
Like he was draining it from one of the
like
exits,
he was
like Steph
draining
Curry
it from
does.
downtown in the
I-
finals.
no,
He
no,
Stephen
he does-
Curry his
he
ass
does-
out
he's
that
a-
window.
I'm even
dude.
after rewatching that. I'm even more convinced he's still alive. I'm even more convinced.
He's like, I believe I can fly.
I mean, hey, listen.
And wait a minute, did Anakin really break the rules even after he chopped off Mace's
bro.
arm?
No,
Because
he
the
got out
Jedi
his
are supposed to
sling-
give you a fair trial.
He got out of his sling ring. Oh wait, his sling ring.
He did the same to Count
That's not
Dooku.
ultimate power, bro.
He was unarmed, and he had blocked the Force lightning so much that the Emperor had become disfigured, and he had the sword on him. So Mace saying, "I want to execute this guy because I don't want to deal with the Sith, and he's too dangerous to be left alive." Anakin was kind of right for hacking his arm off, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
and not only
if
that,
Mace come back,
but think of the political implications of what happened. people know Mace Windu was the Jedi that committed treason.
Politics and Star
Mace Windu
Wars?
was the reason
No.
why. Dude, if you read the book Lost Stars, they talk about it. They learn it in a history lesson. They're like, oh, well, who's the Jedi that betrayed the Republic? Mace Windu. Mace Windu was the reason why. He was the reason for the Empire.
Fuck the Empire.
I'm just saying,
All
though,
right.
he was the reason they used for the foundation of the Empire.
All right.
Mace Windu.
Let's get to the man himself. Let's get to
No,
the
he wasn't. No, he wasn't. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Yes,
You're
he
wrong,
was.
Jedi.
I wouldn't mind
No. He was not one of the strongest
Flashbacks.
Jedi in the Order.
No,
he was
wasn't.
just one of the strongest with a lightsaber.
Yeah, he was a good fighter. Not like he could arrest the momentum himself.
So who won the fight, Luke or Mace?
Luke, what?
I would like to know how he got a purple lightsaber, though. Besides the fact that
That
George
would be-
Lucas
that's
made
what
him
I'm
one.
saying.
Like, how do you know
Yeah.
how the Jedi have to they have to do the thing with the
All right.
crystal and all that stuff?
Oh, they made some weird convoluted thing about how he
'cause
uses
there are no-
the light side and the dark side together. And
The gray, yeah.
that's
Because there
why
are
he's
no
purple.
Well, yellow and blue do make purple, right?
Yeah.
Or red and blue. Red and blue
All right.
make
Well,
purple, right?
let's hear for the Mace himself.
How old? No, I want context. How
This
old is
is what-
this? How
this
much?
clip-
How much of this is your
There was a
clickbait?
couple months
How much
ago,
of
right,
this is your clickbait bullshit, Max?
No,
is this real or
a
not?
couple months
This
ago,
is the
March
man
15th.
himself. It was
Yeah,
March
it was a couple
15th.
months ago.
March
It was
15th of
March
what
15th.
year?
This year.
No, this year.
All right,
This year.
all right.
Yeah.
Good God. Oh my God. I have the
Before
receipts.
the Batman release.
It's canon that he's alive from Lucas himself.
The only thing I
Lucas
Go
doesn't
ahead.
get to decide what's canon anymore.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He
4.2
said you're
billion.
alive.
4.2
said
billion
you're-
says you're lying.
He said
Yeah.
you're alive before he sold it. So it was canon before he sold it.
That doesn't mean anything.
It brought everybody
It
back,
doesn't
Sam.
seem
What's
that
going on? The
well,
Obi-Wan trailer
actually.
just dropped the other day. Is Mace Windu, he's alive with one hand somewhere. Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Well, that's the same way I think about dude from Jurassic Park. He's somewhere riding around on Palazzo.
Bad example.
No,
bad
he's
example.
not.
Bad example. Bad example.
No,
Sandy.
Jedi. Listen, Jedi.
that
I
is a
know.
very-
I
Guy
know
from Jurassic
why.
Park.
I know what the purple represents.
He's
I want to
dead.
know how he got a
Jim.
crystal to turn purple.
Why is it always the mother effing Samuel L. Jackson character that dies in these big? No, he's alive. Yeah, Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah,
everyone,
him and Mace
every-
Windu are riding
every-
velociraptors around
What this is this
Isla Nublar.
this Hollywood. What are they doing to Samuel L. Jackson? How come everyone's back for Jurassic World Dominion, but not Samuel L. Jackson's character?
Because he's dead.
Why is
He
he
went to
always
go
dead
turn
in
the
every
power
series?
on and didn't come back.
He's always dead. in
Is
every-
he dead?
Wait, what is
though?
this? What is this virgin shit? I gotta be
No,
called a
no,
virgin
no.
because I
He's
believe
dead,
Mace
he's
Windu's
dead.
dead.
Where? Who said that?
that Hulk dude or whatever that used to be Hyperion or whatever it says.
Virgin Chris.
I gotta be Virgin Chris because I don't agree with you about
He isn't no virgin. I heard he talks way too much shit to be virgin.
Okay,
no,
kids
no,
were just on the
that's a
microphone
cool-
yesterday. I guess they're lying. They're adopted.
All right. So you heard it here first. Mace Windu and Jurassic.
No, wait. I rewind it. Rewind it 10 seconds. I want to know how you're getting that means he's not dead.
Yeah, somewhere. Well, that's the same way I think about dude from Jurassic
No,
Park.
that
He's
dude is dead.
somewhere riding around on velociraptors with one arm. He just on the island, just
Right.
riding raptors. But
Should I hold out hope at this point for Mace?
that's a huge history of people with one hand returning in
Yes.
Star Wars.
Right. Right. But suddenly.
No.
No. There's more. There's more.
Okay, he
There
don't
is
get to
a-
skate by saying, "Oh, there's all sorts of one-handed people in Star
There
Wars." Yeah,
is. How
but did
come
they
those-
get? But
how
they get?
come-
Did they get
how-
force
how-
lightning bolted and thrown out of a 30,000 story wind? I mean,
Some of them. Some of them. Yes.
let's see. Sorry.
Some of them. Palpatine. Look how Palpatine lived too.
I love that Sam's rocking pink though and don't give a shit. That's
Palpatine's
Why?
body died in the Death Star. Palpatine that we saw in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
You know what?
Why is it always the? Do I have to say it out loud?
We didn't see Master Sifo-Dyas die either, but we know he's dead.
Why is it always the one-armed black man that has to be dead for good?
Did we see the? Did we see the younglings die? Did we see the younglings die? But we know they're dead.
Well, one survived.
Frozen.
One survived, Chris.
Not just one. There was a couple that survived.
Somehow Palpatine returned. Yeah. All right.
Gungi survived, guys.
The only person.
All right, hold on. We got to hear the man's words.
In Star Wars. I asked the only person I've ever said that to about coming back was Bryce Dallas Howard, because I just did a movie with her, and she directs episodes of The Mandalorian.
Oh, you hear that? She's directing some episodes of season 3. And he asked.
Okay, is this gonna be one of those situations where it's like a Mace Windu flashback, and you guys are gonna be like, "See, I told you they were gonna put Mandalorian in there," and the goalposts are gonna move.
I'm not arguing whether or not Mace can come back. I'm arguing whether or not he's dead.
Look at the title. Look at the title of the. He could even appear in Tales of the Jedi, animated form. They have.
I got a video in the private chat.
I think.
Don't play the audio though.
Okay.
It's kind of concerning because.
Listen, I mean, hey, Sam wants to come back. He wants to come back.
What do you?
I mean,
wait, what? That's irrelevant. You're trying to. That's irrelevant. Are you bringing up something that George Lucas said about this character?
He's gone.
No.
Oh,
George Lucas. He doesn't seem very well right now.
Well.
Wait, what?
I don't know. He just
watch the clip.
Wait, are you saying George Lucas is sick?
Well, he seems kind of out of it.
Well, but you weren't even done showing this yet.
Yeah. All right. This is upsetting, actually. I don't know. He might have just been out of it one day. Who knows? He's an old man.
Isn't he almost 90?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Well, we'll watch it.
Let's finish this clip.
Don't play the audio though, because music.
You like me, right? It's just like, I love you. You're amazing.
Okay, so he wants to be back in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
Put me back in the game.
And I would love to see him back in.
I'm ready. I'll learn to
in the proper
lightsaber left-handed. Come on.
But they better explain it very well.
What if he's in a flashback?
But that's not the same
That's
thing. Me and Brian are
fine.
saying he's dead.
Yes.
We're not saying he's never going to be seen on
Could
Star Wars
he be
again.
could he be in the Ahsoka show? As a flashback?
As a flashback, sure, why not?
Hold on, I got to bring up this other thing.
Ahsoka's timeline is set up during Rebels.
But Ahsoka, if she does it's not during Rebels. It's after.
Right
it's
after
same,
Rebels.
It's the same
Everything's
timeline
already
as the
happened.
Mandalorian.
But we know Hayden.
Hayden. Well,
we know Hayden
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to exploit George Lucas here or anything either. I might
he's
clip
dead
this
too.
out. But don't say that about George Lucas.
Oh my
God! I wasn't talking about George Lucas. I was talking about Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he's dead, but he'll be a flashback. Yeah,
but
listen, if Anakin can survive on a volcano planet with he's half his body, no arms, on fire,
that guy.
But
for 11 minutes, bro.
CGH, before I'm not even gonna do the breaking news clip because it's in bad taste to do for this, but I might clip this out. Just because I do think it seems
it's just concerning.
It seems like George Lucas has some dementia going on, honestly. From that's my interpretation of knowing family members that have gone through it. He seems like, and it doesn't even seem like, to me from this clip before I show it, it doesn't even seem like it's like just he's disoriented there. It seems like he's kind of going through, I think he's got some dementia, unfortunately. Now, what that means, people can live, especially if they have good health care, they can live a long time with dementia, But it does strike a lot of older people.
I mean, he got 4.1 billion in his bank account, so.
But it is sad because he has some young kids now too. If he is going,
he's a
listen, and I don't want to put fake stuff on there. Maybe he was just having a bad day. But let's take a look at this. Hold on, CJH. This just was from today.
Yeah, it's from this year.
This year.
In his 70s, at least, I would imagine.
Well, I'll have to look up.
Yeah.
70. I thought he was like 90. Damn.
No,
hold
he's
on.
90. Jesus, he was a young director in 77 when he made the movie. He was fresh out of
All right.
Well, he was what?
It says George Lucas arriving, being helped by his security in NYC.
We
This
don't
is
see
from
anything.
4/19/22. This is last month.
You don't know, Will Wallace. You don't know. They got really fast spaceships. So
All right. All right, so you're gonna have to look close. This is the best I could do. He seems confused to me.
Yeah, yeah. Look at his legs.
it seems like he's
Look, he's not
limping.
even like he's not even signing. He doesn't look. He looks.
What's
he's looking
he
at
saying?
people. Well,
He's
there's no
confused.
audio.
Is that the real George Lucas?
Yes, that's the real.
It's not some cosplay guy, or
I've seen some pretty sweet cosplays with George Lucas.
yeah, I've seen pretty close, but I don't know.
But he kind of seems confused a lot.
I tell you what, he seems to me. He looks drunk. Look, he's been drinking.
No.
I don't know.
That's what
To
people
me-
look like. That's what people look like after they've been drinking.
When my father's
know
really
about that.
confused, when he's got bad issues and he doesn't know what's going on, that's kind of like he's walking around like that, doesn't know. He's like scratching his head.
Now, if he's doing that and doesn't know where he's at, and he doesn't,
And that's
know
how
what
my
his
dad
name
tries.
is, then yeah,
That's how my dad walks up steps too. He's like,
Hey, if he's drunk, hey,
I don't think he's drunk.
why?
Come on.
He's been known to.
Somebody-
He's been known to. He drinks wine and champagne. So I mean,
I don't know.
Wine doesn't. Wine.
I don't know.
Wine
Maybe-
doesn't what?
I don't want to. I don't want to
Anthony?
overreact either. I don't want to
No,
overreact either.
It's alcohol.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact either.
But
it could
well,
be
I
lots
wish we
of
could have
things.
heard what he was saying. You know.
Well, CJH said there's music in the audio or something that's gonna.
Oh yeah, because of the because he's in. The
And then
streets
CJH
and,
bounced. Okay, thank you, CJH.
He probably
He
was.
probably-
That's what
his
it
wife-
was. He was sipping on some scissor.
Somebody in the shot say George was on the Molly.
Oh, shit, I remember.
Come on.
No.
Hey, if he was on the Molly, I say congratulations.
Caden, do you know
He's turning
anything
it
about
up.
it? You know anything
No,
about?
scissor.
Have you heard anything about George's health status? Hoping for the best.
Oh,
was
you
just
know?
reading
Robitussin.
I was just reading the comments of that video, and it seems like people are like thinking that he may have like back pain or something.
Oh, okay.
That could be one. That could be.
All
that could
right.
be one
He's on the opioids,
Just old age.
man.
Really,
His
because
age,
he's
I mean-
78.
He's
I
on,
mean,
he's on the Percocets and the.
Oh my god.
He's on the perk and the henny and the.
Man.
All right. Well, thank you, CJ. Go
There are
ahead.
days at work, man. I would kill for one of those.
So, first article, Tales of the Jedi's, right?
Yes.
Well, what I was gonna say is, even if we don't get him returning in a live action, it's very possible.
Hey, give me a flashback. Give me.
I would
Tales
love to
of the
see Mace
Jedi,
come
Mace
back.
Windu.
I just don't think they can. They better have a good way of bringing him back. You know, like,
Yeah. What? Yeah. What if he show up from?
That
when
hasn't
they
stopped
fight-
them before.
they can't just be like,
They have
oh,
a
he crashed
better-
through the roof of the Chinese restaurant. You know,
Oh my
four
God.
blocks away. Like, I mean, that's
Degrassi
that
says
could be
that's
right.
not George Lucas.
I don't know.
You sure?
man.
That's
Like I
Oh,
said,
here come the jokes. He had a few death sticks that day.
no,
God.
could it have been a cosplay? I see
I know
cosplay
that looks
all
like
the
No.
time.
George. That looks
I-
like
that's
George.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
no.
saying. Mace Windu, he caught one of those things from Avatar where you could fly on him, and he took his ponytail and plugged it into the.
Now,
thing.
Hayden, I
But
saw
he's
you tweet.
bald.
Oh, let's stick with Star Wars, I guess, for the beginning. But
Wait,
I
no.
saw
What
you
are you
talking
gonna
about
say? What were you gonna
Pinocchio.
say?
I saw you talking about Pinocchio tomorrow, so I was going to show
Oh,
an image.
Oh,
of Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. Okay, Pinocchio. Yeah.
But let's get to
Pinocchio.
Star
some more
Wars.
Star Wars.
None of you
before we
guys
move
would
on.
make it to the trench run. Just letting you know, none of you.
You said
If you
what?
don't know how to
I
stay
would.
on target.
I'd be.
It's
freaking-
not my fault.
I'd
tried
be
to
like
stay-
Jed Porkins. I'm like,
I could barely make it to the show. That was me
Well,
trying to get
I
down
mean,
That was
you old
actually
age
a
anyway,
reenactment
so-
of me getting to MME. Once Brian wakes me up, hold on, what's going on?
that's right.
You'd be Porkins. I'd be the one stormtrooper that got nervous and wrecked into Vader and then blew up and sent Vader out into space.
Right.
All right, so this is from makingstarwars.com. Jason Ward. I'm sorry, not Brian Ward. Jason Ward. He's a very well-known scooper. He's got a good track history. Some
He's
may
woke?
say Some may say better than Mikey and Sil. Some. I don't know.
Oh my
This
God,
was-
not surprising.
Why on earth would they say that?
I don't know. Kate,
You would think-
Kate, have
would
you
think
heard
that-
Jason Ward has a,
Yeah,
he's
he's
You would think
reliable.
that certain scoopers just say shit to piss people off, and then they're like, "Oh, well, I'll make that the scoop."
Okay. Well, he is his title of his stream today was Star Wars Lando Disney Plus series canceled. Question
It's
mark.
not canceled though.
So he does the
there you
same
go.
clickbait bullshit that I do.
Question mark. Sounds like some
Yes.
bullshit hyperbole to me. You know.
Sounds like a Max
It's
article.
not
I really
Sounds
can't.
like some
I
clickbait.
really can't stand people that do that. Really.
Where's your little drop
does
of
have a
freaking Tom
good-
Hardy going? That's bait.
To
Wait,
put it simple, the best
he
way.
also
that-
said that Jar Jar was going to be in the Kenobi series with the
Who
beard.
did?
So, Jason Ward.
I hope he is. I hope we go to Naboo and see him being a clown.
Wait, no
Listen,
spoiler.
man.
What did he
Jar Jar's
say?
a juggler for death sticks now. He's a drug addict.
Okay.
He's all washed
Jar
up
Jar's
in
probably
that.
the guy. Listen, Jar Jar's probably the guy that probably kidnapped that redheaded girl and sold her to that planet that was telling Obi, I used to have parents one time till I came here.
Jesus.
Jar Jar's probably the one that sold her. For
Oh
that
my
thing.
God.
I mean, come on, Jar Jar's a Sith Lord. So
Well, do you know that girl was Ewan McGregor's daughter?
yes.
Yeah. Someone told me that today. I just found that out. I just remember thinking,
She's
wow,
she's
nobody's
a-
really
she's-
talking about
she's
that
a-
scene. That
she's-
scene was kind of heartbreaking, you know.
She's a good actress.
But I would
Oh.
say, yeah, Degrassi. He's like I said, Jason Ward's a great source, but not the best person.
I mean, he did say that Mendo would be the last
listen,
season.
Listen, you need proof. I know there's a lot of accusation out there. We
Yeah,
need proof before we
that's why I don't.
listen.
That's why I say he's not a great person.
There's
even though I'm not
accusations
saying
out
he's
there
terrible.
that aren't
Apparently,
proven.
is
And
kind of proof.
Wait, what?
no, don't.
That's
No,
funny. You
that's
said
the
all
whole-
this about some YouTuber, but you couldn't say that about Elvis.
No, there's a lot more.
You
stuff
were all
to
willing to
Elvis.
believe the Elvis rumors.
No. There's a lot of sources for the Elvis stuff. There's rival YouTubers that brought up stuff about him, which I don't know.
I mean, Grace Randolph and him were saying that Mendo would be the last season. Mendo season 3.
I am
so
not.
they both
I am
lied.
not defending him. I just don't know. I didn't do enough research on it. All I know is some rival YouTubers are bringing.
So
it up.
Grace is a liar who make up stuff.
I don't
Why are
think
we
she
talking
makes
about
up
Grace?
stuff. I just think that Grace is more concerned with being the first person to report that story.
Yeah,
that
'cause she
she'll
said-
put it out there,
she's
even
like,
if she hasn't vetted it
"Well,
yet.
Mendo
well,
season 3 will be the last season of Mendo.
Well,
So
let's
no.
let's see.
Anyway, what's this guy being accused of right here? Just being a liar?
I don't even remember. Like
It was some
something
weird
with a girl.
stuff. Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
like
it was like
similar to
he
Brandon
was
Davis.
he was
God, we
baited
pick some
or
real
something.
winners, man. We really do around here. We pick
Well, we
winners.
don't know. Listen, we don't know. I don't know that much about it, and there's only one accusation I've heard of. So I don't. I mean, that's not to say you don't take it seriously. I just don't know. And Ethan Van
Oh
Sciver
no,
and him were
everybody's innocent to me until proven guilty.
He
you know?
So I
apologized
don't know.
for it.
I don't even really want to talk about it because I don't have all the details. So I wasn't even going to talk.
I
about
thought
that.
this was just some guy saying that Lando
But,
might have got
no,
canceled.
but the only thing is people are wrong with its fact. I just don't know. I really don't know. I can't say one way or the other. I don't. When I heard that, I was like, I don't want to get into that. I don't know.
Well, Glover's busy until 2023.
Okay.
So he could be free.
God damn it, Anthony! I'm trying to get to the video where he says these
Sorry.
things, and you're skipping ahead. But true. All right, let's watch.
Tiny. That's what she said. Okay.
What the hell?
That's
All
what
these
what's-
ads.
That's what she said.
This
What
guy's
the hell was
cringe.
that?
I don't know. He's already cringe.
That's what she said.
Okay,
Yeah, what's
I'm gonna
wrong with
make
Max
it-
Wi-Fi?
I'm gonna make it big and hit play.
Loved Solo. I wonder, is there any word or movement on the Lando series that I've heard of?
Well, everybody asks about this. You need to ask Donald.
Now there's a lot for me
You need
personally.
to
My
ask
sub-
Donald.
we are. Hold on. My subjective opinion is that she's a lot more talk to Donald than she is with Ryan Johnson, where she says she gives similar responses, but there's a little bit different context. Where she's
Ryan
like,
Johnson
Ryan's
got a deal with
bought
this.
Johnson's busy.
Bias.
Fine.
Oh, expose.
Listen. Fine, but there's like she's like,
Last
we
Jedi
want to
sucked.
go talk to. All right.
He's the one that holds all the cards here, but there's no movement. I will say
But
that.
I like how transparent she was there. No movement. No
Because
movement.
he's busy.
Well, I wish she would say. She hasn't said that for Ryan Johnson's thing, and it's kind of.
Well, he got.
There's no movement there.
Netflix.
But
No, she also
but
she
she also
did
says
say that.
But she also says for lack of trying, they are
Well,
trying
she did
hard.
say that.
No, but she also said that in the article about Ryan Johnson. She said it
didn't
ain't
say
moved forward
they
yet, but the door hasn't been closed.
The only thing she said about Ryan Johnson. The only thing she said about the Ryan Johnson trilogy. Wait, hold on. Kimmel asked Clever Week.
Yes, he did. I remember that. The
okay.
Grasser. Yes, he did ask him.
I would like that clip if anyone could find it. But all she said about Ryan Johnson's trilogy, not that we're trying, not that it's not, not that it's no progress at all. She said, the only thing she said, that everything else was interpretation from the reporter. Her actual words were, he's busy making Knives Out for Netflix. That's it.
Yeah, because he has a contract.
She gives a lot more context
and if the
here.
project hasn't trying.
Maybe that was
She said
his
the project
trilogy.
hasn't been. They haven't.
Well, you know
made
what would be great if she did an interview like this on Ryan Johnson's trilogy. Would be great.
It's almost the same shit.
His
It sounds
trilogy
exactly the
is
same thing
Knives
to me. It
Out.
sounds exactly the same to me.
There's
you know?
differences. There's differences.
She's not slamming any doors on Ryan Johnson, and she's not slamming any doors on Childish Gambino.
But
it sounds like she's saying the same stuff, just in
different
different ways.
Different because she's saying we're not for the lack of trying, no movement, and she gives a lot more context. Maybe because she was doing an interview on the spot. I would love this type of response to Ryan Johnson's trilogy.
Because you just want to hear her say it's not.
No, because of not just for me, Brian.
Oh my god,
not just for me.
You know what really
no,
He'll rationalize the stuff he wants to rationalize.
I'm not cherry picking here. No,
you are,
but
we'll
because there's a lot of people that want it. They want to hear this, and there's not. Honestly, my reporting has been on point. There's not been a lot of updates at all. It's just like he's busy.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
it.
Well,
They're saying that they're actively,
actively
trying. I don't think so.
Hey guys, did you guys know I make breaking news about the Snyder Verse? It's on my channel. Problem is, I haven't made a single video.
You asshole!
No news. There is no news. You want to know what really pisses me off? Is the fact that, I got drug into this crap about this stupid Snyderverse shit. Okay?
Oh, my God.
And then when something I would enjoy, which Ryan Johnson, who made a pretty good Star Wars movie, actually getting a trilogy. And then I hear Max, he's like, well, did you hear that? Did you hear that? You know what? At least they name the man. Okay? You know what happens when Ann Sarnoff did her article, and pissed on everyone's Snyderverse dreams? She said we were done. We wrapped up Zach's trilogy and we're done. There's no back burner. There's no movement.
Oh, but the merger, Brian.
Oh,
Brian,
the merger's going to save everything.
And
Are we still waiting for that? How's that shocking off?
No, but Max, you do realize what he's saying, right? You understand where he's coming from, right?
Oh, I'm saying
if it's something you're passionate about, you'll make up all sorts of excuses and rationalize. But and then you'll tell people they shouldn't try to steal away your hope and all this and that.
Shit.
You do say that. You do it all the time.
Oh, you're so biased.
But Brian says he wants a Ryan Johnson trilogy, and you're like, that's not happening. I'm telling you, it's not happening.
I don't think it's happening. I don't think
you,
it's happening.
buddy.
No, because she has said absolutely nothing about
dust on my fingers.
Where
she said more about it than anybody at Warner Brothers has said anything about that Snyder. So have a good day, sir.
All the updates through the years about Ryan Johnson were slanted through the lens of the reporter and that person, and she had said absolutely bullshit about it. She said a lot more. She said a lot more about Lando that we're actively trying, not for the lack of trying. Did she say that about Ryan Johnson's trilogy? Did she say that about Ryan Johnson's trilogy?
No, but that still doesn't have anything to do with what I just said.
Did he ask her about Ryan Johnson's trilogy? No. So whatever.
Listen, the Ryan Johnson thing is the Ryan Johnson thing and the Snyderverse thing are almost exactly the same.
They
Two
are
things that nobody knows if it's going to happen or not. Everybody has speculation. Rumors run wild. This means this. This means that. But the people that want the Snyderverse stuff to happen will say, they'll rationalize. No, it still could happen. Why are you trying to if we want to believe it's going to happen, let us believe it's going to happen.
They're talking about Superman buying a priority in these characters.
Okay, well, that's
Superman.
That's not.
All I'm saying is there's a difference between what she says about Rian Johnson and what she says about Lando. She says we're not for the lack of trying. We're actively trying to do this. We want it. You got to talk to him. She hasn't said similar things on the Rian Johnson trilogy. Basically, she said she's busy.
Is just Knives Out.
But she didn't say we're not trying and there's no progress. She hasn't even said that. I actually want her to be more transparent on the
story. Hasn't moved forward.
I want the transparency for the Rian Johnson trilogy that she just gave on Lando. That's what I want. She said it's basically going nowhere, but we're actively trying. She hasn't said shit about the Rian Johnson trilogy.
It's up to Donald. That's what she said.
Oh, thank you, corn bots.
It's because I went on a rant. They usually
it all rests on Donald. We would love to do it. We're waiting on Donald. He holds all the cards here. That's what she said. And that's almost kind of what she said about Rian Johnson.
It is. When you read the Variety article that came out just recently.
Yeah, and her we went over this, Brian. What did
we argued about it all night?
He's I'm just busy right now, but we haven't
him on Netflix. He's with Netflix doing his 2 movies. Knives Out.
Okay, and as soon as he's done with that, he'll have plenty of time to come back.
I'm reading the bot's name.
No, don't read it. Why would you read that?
Nate.
CJH, bad CJH. Don't read what they say.
He kind of did Degrassi, but because it didn't sound exactly like it did with this one with Lando right now, they mean different things, even though they mean exactly the same thing.
No,
Kaden, what is your thoughts,
there's
Kaden?
differences in the response.
What's the difference?
She says we're actively trying. We want to do it. Whereas she gives more updates on that. She says it's not. Well, let's rewind.
You're splitting hairs, man.
No,
you're,
not.
You're, you're splitting hairs.
No, because listen. She admits there's no movement, which is transparent. She hasn't said that on Solo. She gives a lot more updates here on Solo or on Lando compared to
the only
Ryan
thing
Johnson.
She didn't say in the Rian Johnson article that she said in this article was that Donald holds all the cards. We're just waiting for Donald. That's the only thing she didn't say about Ryan Johnson.
She said
we're
the exact same trying. She didn't say we're actively trying for Ryan Johnson trilogy.
The product. Ryan Johnson is busy, but we haven't scrapped the product.
She didn't. You're adding words.
And we would.
You're
and she literally said that.
Noises.
You showed me this article, Max.
You're
the one that showed us this article like 17 times in 2 days.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, in that article, it said
you're adding words.
No, I'm not.
She didn't say that. The article.
I don't know why.
It's in the article.
Yelling about.
The article literally said that she still looks forward and would love to work with Ryan Johnson.
Yep.
She didn't say that.
Hey,
Pull up the article.
I'm about to read
Yes, that's what she
I'm about to
said.
read the quote right now. I'm about to read the quote right now. I'm about to read it right now. Ryan has been unbelievably busy with Knives Out and the deal he made at Netflix for multiple movies. I've had meetings with Ryan. I've had meetings with Ryan.
I didn't see that part.
I have meeting with Ryan. He's somebody that comes in as a part of our little brain trust discussion along the way. He remains very committed to what we're trying to do. He just literally hasn't had the time to devote. That's what I'm saying. Anyone who comes into Star Wars universe needs to know that there's a 3, 4, 5 year commitment. That's
bring
what
this
it takes.
up. I need to see the quotation marks. I need to see all this. No, I need to see this.
Still involved
What article is this from? What is this? The new one or
it's from No, it's from the Variety article.
Kaden, which one?
I just linked it in the chat.
This is a different website.
Yo, Ren is dying. Bro, that is true.
But it's still from the article. It's still from the Vanity Fair article.
Listen, she even said it. He has a deal on Netflix, and we keep talking to Ryan Johnson. That's what she said.
They're still talking to him.
They're still talking to him. And I would not be surprised if he directs. I would not be surprised if he directs an episode of Mandalorian next season or the next season after that. Oh no!
All right, I'm gonna have to. Listen. I will admit if I'm wrong. I have to revisit the whole article, the original article, because
I hope he directs a 3-episode arc of The Mandalorian.
Okay.
Oh my God! That will blow up the internet.
Oh my God!
Doesn't matter. Max, the article you was reading wasn't even the regular article. You was reading an article written about the article.
Oh.
By some other guy who said,
Vanity
"Oh,
Fair.
so
What
that
Vanity
means
Fair.
it's on the backboard." It means that he didn't use her whole quote.
All right. Well,
He's
I didn't
basically
see. I
just
didn't see all this other
planning.
quote. I didn't see this part before, so I'm gonna have to find out where. I thought it was Vanity Fair that originated. This is work. It
is
weird.
Vanity Fair. You see it right there.
Okay. All right. In a Vanity Fair interview, but I don't remember reading this part. I'll have to reread the whole article for next time. I'll give an update. I remember this. This is all I remember her saying. This is all I remember her saying in the article. And if I missed it, I will apologize. And then I will make an update video. Ryan has been unbelievably busy with Knives Out and the deal that he made at Netflix for multiple movies. When she was asked directly about it. That's all she said. Now this is news to me. I've had meetings with Ryan. He's someone that's come in part of our little brain trust discussions along the way. He remains very committed to what he's trying to do. He just literally doesn't have the time to devote. That's what I'm saying. Anyone who comes into the Star Wars universe needs to know it's a 3, 4, 5 year commitment. That's what it takes. You can't step in a year and shoot something and then walk away. It just doesn't work with it. So it requires that kind of nurturing. Okay. That is more positive than I was presenting. Now, this is the article. No, this isn't what she's saying. This is what the article writer's saying.
That stuff, yeah.
It seems, Johnson, this is the interpretation of the writer. This is not her. Now, this quote is more positive than I presented it to you, and I apologize. I will do more research on this. And
I got to be honest. I don't think now that all that's settled, I don't think either of them are getting made anytime soon, and neither of them might ever get made at all.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy is not one of those people
who
burns bridges. She doesn't burn bridges. She always leaves it open-ended.
I love that.
News to me with the math.
News to me.
Well, but basically reading.
That's what happens when we keep getting
both.
our news from other YouTubers. That's what happens when we keep getting our news from places like Geekosity. That's what happens.
Shut up, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, I will get Vanity Fair. I just missed it. That's all.
Based off of what Kathleen Kennedy said about Lando, and based off what I think Lando is more further than what it, because right now Atlanta's done after season 5, which is this fall, and then he has Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which films this fall. So then he has next spring.
Yeah, he's open in 2023.
Yeah, so he's going. So I don't see a problem with him doing it next year. So I think Lando for sure will happen more sooner than a Rian Johnson Star Wars movie.
Well, let's see what Jason has to say here. It's not long. We're not going to watch the whole thing, just a few minutes.
Is there any word or movement on the Lando series that I've heard?
Yeah, he got no
everybody asks
eyebrows.
about this. You need to ask Donald. He's the one that holds all the cards here. But there's no movement. I will say that honestly.
I like that part though. I like that she was that honest with it, but they really want it.
Is that Ewan? Is that Ewan in the background?
Yeah.
Look at him just strolling through like a.
It's a Star Wars celebration.
Like just a total. Oh man.
Yo, he's a go man. One of the go.
I want to meet him so bad. If I could meet anybody, it'd be
It's
him.
just that he's a very busy guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's an
She even
inspiration
said
to
he's
us
a
all,
bit-
but he's got to let go of this.
Another series, and I think one other thing, and then he'll come our way.
Yeah, he's doing Mr.
So
Smith.
there you have it. It honestly though doesn't sound good. I mean, just to
what
put it out there. I mean,
good?
like what my
What?
honest take is, he's got like more.
Wait,
No,
we're gonna stay. He wants
No,
it to happen.
that
This dude
doesn't-
wants it
that
to happen.
sounds fine. That sounds like a normal response to that question where Donald Glover's busy right now with 2 things, Atlanta and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and then he'll come to us. That's basically by next year.
That's basically what she said.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I would love to
Yeah,
hear.
he'd be
Would
free
you have that
next year.
clip, Caden, from
He's
Kimmel
like,
where
it doesn't sound good.
where Donald Glover's actually asked about it and he says it's still on? That's great to hear too. I would love to get that clip.
There's an article saying that he was like, he was like playing like weird with Jimmy. He was like Jimmy was like, oh, you have the Lando series. He's like, I do, and then he's like, I'm not gonna stop playing. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. I have the Atlanta, Mr. Smith, and then like
that is a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff.
I mean, Atlanta's done. by this summer, and then
Yeah,
which
yep.
their last season premieres this fall, and then they start filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith this late summer, early fall.
Yeah, the
and
TV
then
show,
wrap
right?
early spring. So
All right. Well,
I mean,
It's a TV show, right?
yeah.
let's hear
it's the
hear
Hulu
his
TV
take
show.
though. Let's hear
So
his
yeah,
take.
he'll be done.
Oops, it's just playing something else. Hold on, let me close that. Yeah, so he's got like I think it's the Mr. and Mrs. Smith show, and that started kind of like went through a whole thing. He was writing it with the L3 actor, and then I guess they
Thank God she's
couldn't see eye
gone.
to eye. Things kind of
L3
broke
was
apart.
horrible on Solo.
But you know, they're not going to wait forever for it. At some point, they're going to move on.
I disagree.
But it doesn't sound like it's coming anytime soon based off of that. If he's got, I mean, another series, what is the other series after that? Like at some point, they're just going to go like, they're just going to take it to somebody else, or they're just going to shelve it for a while. Also, think about how this sits with the misinterpretation of the Vanity Fair piece that said Lucasfilm wasn't going to be recasting any classic characters anymore. That was a thing that we were hearing, which I did not agree with, for the record. I was like, that's not what they're saying. I know little Luke and Leia are coming like next Wednesday or whatever, or next Friday, whatever.
Okay. All right. So I still want it to happen. I still think it's possible. The thing that I'm concerned about is if they plan on using old Lando too, there's limited time there. That's the only thing I'm concerned with.
I think
they can do both.
They can do both, but I think if they are going to do both, it's more of like probably like the thing where, you know, Billy D is like in the pilot and in the finale type of thing. He's not, or in like in the mid-season, you know, like he's only been like 2 or 3 episodes. You know, it's not gonna be a lot. The rest of it, the rest of this, yeah, it's like that. You know, like where he's like he's telling what's his face and what's her face, Jonna and Finn, like his life, you know, about his life type of thing, you know, while they're trying to find, you know, whatever. Like they're probably gonna do like combine Finn and Jonna and Lando's like stories into that type of thing. I don't know. But
I was gonna say something, but it'll come out.
I have crazy eyebrows. I need this trim.
I was gonna say
mine are
the
beautiful.
show might.
You don't understand.
The show
like,
might center
I
around.
even got the little like break in them.
The Lando show could possibly center around the ending of The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh please, no!
Awesome. I'd be so
well,
down.
That girl sat down next to him, and he was like, "Well, let's find who your parents are."
I mean, we all know.
Maybe Lando's got, and everyone's telling me, "But that's Lando's daughter. That's Lando's daughter." Maybe the series would be about Lando having a daughter and how they lost each other.
How I met my daughter.
There you go.
Yeah, but I had to say it the right way because my dumb ass would have come out and been like, you know, made it sound like Lando just got some chick pregnant.
I mean,
you know,
as long as they cast Neil Patrick Harris in this show, I am so down. I don't care.
The bro code, the Jedi code.
Now I want to share with you where we absolutely, I will not take no for an answer, is where we need to see Mace next. Is the Tales from the Jedi? If
that's gonna be lit.
Well, yeah, there has to be.
Tales
There
of
has to
Jedi
be
looks
some
amazing.
Guys,
well,
Mace Windu is dead.
But he's going to be in this.
No, Mace Windu is in this.
What is
Mace
wrong
Windu
with you,
is in
Chris?
this.
They used Dooku.
So is
Dooku's dead.
Are these prequel stories? These are just like
Yeah.
prequel stories.
They're all over the story.
Then they could definitely. Then okay, we're all good.
Although I don't know, I don't think Mace voiced Mace.
They
in the
have
series,
Qui-Gon too.
No, he did voice Mace in Clone Wars for a little bit.
I mean, he is kind of a smoothie, Degrassi. You know, you heard what Hunt said about him, you old smoothie. He was hitting on Leia before she even made it off the ramp.
Not if he was too busy with the droids though from Solo.
Exactly. I mean, we're talking about a dude that gets around, man. Like he'll put it in anything. So of course he probably has more than one child.
Us Star Wars fans are eating good. We
The Lando bunch instead of the Brady bunch. The Lando bunch.
Tell off the Jedi.
All his children come together to find him.
That's a baby. That's a baby.
Lando comes out of the woodworks for Rise of Skywalker, and all of a sudden his kids. He's still alive.
You think they have child support in that galaxy? Because he probably owes a lot if he's got that many kids.
Lando's child support. Yeah. But listen, I need to see a Mace Windu, episode. A
Oh,
news
the
report.
12 Jedis? Yeah.
Yeah, Qui-Gon.
Wait, what does it say? Read the first one. What does it say? The first one.
I
We're
mean,
talking
there
about
is
Ahsoka.
Windu is in this because he was in the art with Qui-Gon and Dooku.
Okay.
Young Mace?
So he's already in.
Yeah.
A younger Mace.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool to see.
He probably is going to be in the young Count Dooku episodes too, potentially.
No, he is. That's where he is. That's where he is.
Wait, what?
He's in
Okay,
the
this is-
Dooku Qui-Gon episode.
Qui-Gon,
Are these
wait,
episodes
what's
are going
the
to be
two?
on this show?
So it's
Is that what you're
there's
talking
the
about,
two-
or are they
two
actually
Jedi that
making a
they're-
Count Dooku show also?
No,
the
episode
two
in the series.
Jedi that
I'm
they're
gonna be
focusing
honest.
on
As
in
much
this
as I love
season.
Star Wars, I can only handle so much, man. And right now, it seems like we're getting like 30 new Star Wars shows. Like,
Well,
that's
this is
a lot.
animated. Well,
That's
this
a
is
lot of
animated.
Star
It's
Wars,
not-
man.
Animated is not a lot.
No, but we got
They
Andor
have-
coming. We got that new one with the kids coming. We got Obi-Wan right now.
Well, that's
now we're
coming out
talking
next
about a
year, though.
Lando series. There's the rumor of the Darth Maul one. That's 5 right there, and there's probably some you guys know about that I don't even know about. What am I forgetting?
Well, so right now Obi-Wan Kenobi, then Andor, then the Mando. Well, then
We've already
Bad
got
Batch,
Mandalorian and
season
Boba
2.
Fett.
Mando season 3, Ahsoka.
We're
Skeleton
complaining
Crew,
about content,
Visions. So that's 7 right there.
but
And
remember
also you
when
have
we didn't have
Tales of Jedi, and also the Yoda High Republic animated series.
Yeah, but
So,
there's a
it's like
difference
9
between a
right there, but, like,
constant
4 of them are
CJH
animated, 5 of them are.
and a drought. Okay, yeah, we went through the drought, and trust me, I lived through the droughts, so I know I lived through all of them. But I also think too much is it can be a bad thing.
No. Come on, RJ.
What-
Get to it when you
was-
get to it. That's not, watch what you want. And then
Was
you'll
Bad Batch a good show? Because that's
give it all to me as long as it's quality. Now, if the quality starts sliding because of the quantity,
Did
then
anybody
I'm an
finish
issue.
watching Bad Batch? I stopped. After
I
the-
haven't even started.
I
it.
did.
Bad Batch is the only
Yeah.
thing I haven't watched.
Me too.
It's the
that
only
and
thing I haven't seen.
Resistance. That and the Resistance. I never watched the Resistance.
I know
Wow, I
season
just
2
said
is
we had the
coming,
same
but
conversation. That's the
Resistance,
other thing I didn't watch,
Res-
Max. I don't like that.
I
don't care what
resisted the
Jarbo says. That
Resistance.
shit looks dumb.
Bad Batch answers a lot of questions that we had after the Clone Wars.
All right.
What you say, Ryan?
Well, hold on a second here, because I got to bring this up before we move on from Star Wars.
Count Dooku was 80 years old. And
So
Revenge
my
of the Sith?
source,
Damn, lady, for real shit.
my source of giant freaking robot,
Oh,
Book of
God,
Boba Fett
why?
season
No.
2
Oh,
in
my
the
God,
works.
please
Samuel
kill
Jackson
me.
Oh
coming
my
back.
god.
Please
That's a
kill
joke.
me.
Counting
It's a joke.
into comics.
I was
No.
like, jeez.
Oh, giant freaking robot. The people who say that Ben Affleck is back for $30 million.
All right, now
Oh my
let's have
God.
Katie.
We got
What's
this
happening
covered.
tomorrow with Pinocchio? What is happening with tomorrow?
Pinocchio.
Good Morning America is releasing a trailer for Pinocchio. You have your first look at.
They're doing a live action Pinocchio.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get
Why?
one for
Everything
Netflix,
they've
too.
done live action has been horrible.
No, but you get one for you get
But you
one
got
on
Robert
Disney and one on
Zemeckis.
Netflix.
You have Robert Zemeckis back directing. And he's directing Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Some of like that he did Polar Express. Some of that's not that great.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
I like Robert
just
Zemeckis.
because you did Forrest
Wait.
Gump and Back to the Future doesn't
Bro,
mean.
Polar Spread is good, bro. Stop
What do
it.
you mean What do you mean he hasn't done anything good with Polar Express? Polar Express is like one of the best Christmas movies.
What are you talking about? Those creepy, dead-eyed looking animated cartoon, that CGI. That it's like that movie we just watched.
They made fun of it in Chip
They
and Dale.
literally made fun of it
They
in
made
Chip
fun
and
of
Dale.
it.
I am looking right at you.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie, Caden. I'm just saying I'm talking about the quality of the animation and the reception from the public. That's where I have a little small concern.
That's very come on. That's
I
like,
remember when Zemeckis exited doing these animations was that one where he's like where they kidnap mothers from Mars or something, and that was awful. That was his last. So
Mars Needs
there
Mom.
is what is it called?
Mars Needs Mom.
Mars Needs Mom. So I'm saying here, I want it to be good, Kate, and I'm not a hater of this project, but I do have some concerns, even with this screenshot.
Will you watch the
He's like,
Netflix
okay.
version? Will you watch the Netflix version of Pinocchio?
Robert Zemeckis directed one of the greatest films of all time, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the Future.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.
And Forrest Gump.
No, I'm
know.
still, Caden, I still want this to be good, and if it's on Disney Plus, I'm all for it.
Romancing the Stone.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt voices Jiminy Cricket.
I mean, I can't get mad at it, but I don't think it's. Look, if I want to watch Pinocchio, I'll watch Pinocchio. I don't need a live action.
Well, there's a market for this. Though,
Okay, how about Netflix?
It wasn't made for a 40-year-old white man.
It wasn't made for a 40-year-old white dude.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it
exactly.
wasn't. I didn't. Okay, I watched like the first 5 minutes of that live action Aladdin movie. Other than that, I have not touched a single one of the Disney live actions.
The live action Aladdin
none of
movie,
them
I
are good.
love.
But you want to know what was good?
Director.
But you want to know what was good? Mowgli. Mowgli was great.
Did they turn it into a
Mowgli
musical?
is Netflix. And
that's my point. That's
Well,
what
the Jungle
They
Book.
do all these
The Jungle
live action children's stories,
No,
and they end
there's
up
two
sucking.
versions.
Nobody talked about Mowgli, and Mowgli was phenomenal.
But Jungle
I
Book
like
was
Jungle
good.
I'm talking about the
Mowgli.
Jungle Book. John Favreau's The Jungle Book.
But there's two
Yeah,
came out the same
that was
time, though,
good.
Brian.
I know that.
One
There's a
wa-
different. Mowgli's a different
Yeah,
movie
I think
than the Jungle
I
Book.
think Chris is talking actually about Mowgli. I think.
Yeah,
he's
I'm talking about
that.
Mowgli, the actual,
Yeah.
which is
No,
what
I'm talking about the other
that's
one.
what the Jungle Book is based off of.
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
Mowgli.
yeah, and please, please remind CJH not to read the Cornbot's comments. You don't want to hear.
Wait, what?
What
You
they
were reading
will?
it earlier.
Bro.
Satisfy
Yeah.
your wishes online?
No, don't
looking
read
at
it.
that one.
I'm serious, CJH. I'm gonna have to bounce you from the show.
Hey,
because
I've had a pretty
last
rough
time
week, bro.
Last time he was like, "Put it in your what?"
Brian.
I was like, "No, CJH, no, don't
Put it in your.
Right.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Well,
No,
I
he's
mean,
reading. Don't.
is it like a 900 number like back in the day? Is it like 99 cents a minute or something like that? And then they just try to keep you on
Wait,
there.
Hayden,
I mean-
is it because you're
No,
excited
wait.
about this movie? Is that why you're like?
No,
Or was this one of
I'm
the
excited
topics?
for this.
No,
I'm
Kaden have a
excited for
cameo
this.
in this movie.
No, that's
by the way.
that's awesome. I wasn't excited about Chip and Dale. It ended
Disney
up being
Plus,
really
okay.
good. It ended up being a really
I
fun
mean,
movie.
Sure,
man.
I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be interesting because it's funny how like so the two people funny enough Cynthia Erivo and Beyonce were up for that Blue Fairy role and they went to Cynthia and then Cynthia's now going to start is rehearsing and starting filming Wicked soon as
I
well.
have no idea who she is. No idea.
She played Harriet Tubman in Harriet in like
Okay.
2018.
right.
She's great. She's a great singer. She's a great actress.
Hey, you know what wasn't great, Max, and it's all your fault? We got so hyped up about that Willow trailer that I decided I was going to go back and watch Willow.
Listen, I know.
Willow
I know.
is horrible.
No, it's not horrible. It can be
The
better.
acting is, if it weren't for Val Kilmer, I'd have shut it off. Willow the acting is so bad. I forgot when I was a kid, I loved that
we got a
movie.
hater,
I go back
hater,
and watch it
hater.
now. The acting
Cultist.
is horrible.
What?
It was an average fantasy film from the 80s. It wasn't top tier. I remember that. I wasn't expecting great things. Although
Hey, at least
I
watch the
think
show that's
I
coming
think
out.
this is a scenario where the series will be better than the
I'm
original
still
movie.
excited about the series, but the
Yeah, yeah.
series, I was talking about the series is what made me want to go back and watch the movie.
Yeah.
So I did, and
No, my expectations to go revisit are
every
low. Like,
scene, man.
No, I think it's average. Average.
Every
It's
scene,
not, it's
with
not
the
a
little, what do
dumpster
they
fire,
call them?
It's not great. It's
what
average.
are they called? Pecs, whatever they're called. Every scene with the little people was so cringe. So horrible. Like, I swear at some points I saw him look over to read off cue cards.
Is Peter's in it?
But Val Kilmer was badass in it. Like, he killed it. In that movie.
Well, back to Pinocchio. No,
Okay,
but
I have a
I'm
question.
just
Which
kidding,
one
Chris.
will be
No,
better?
that makes me disappointed to hear you say that because that was my fear of going back to watch that, is that it's not going to be. I was already expecting it to be average.
The driver wants a link.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, the acting was really bad. I mean, the Val Kilmer stuff was good, and the kid that played Wicked, whatever, he's an old man now, but I mean, he was. I always forget his name.
He's old as fuck.
Willow. Willow's name. What's his real name?
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick
yeah.
David. Warwick Davis. He did okay, but the rest of it, It was really bad, man. The arguing and some of them actually looked directly at the camera. I don't know how Ron Howard got such praise for that movie.
Well, it was one of his first projects too. He's gotten much better.
Well, now he's doing the TV show, which is,
Yeah, that was early in his career. That was one of his first projects, I think.
What if Willow is the best thing that Lucasfilm makes?
What if Willow's the best thing that Lucasfilm makes?
Talking about the TV show?
Yeah, since Disney bought Star Wars.
I know people that are going to pump it up like that. Yeah.
Well, I have high hopes for it. I want a good fantasy series.
Now, which one will be better, the Netflix Pinocchio or Disney Pinocchio?
Caden, you said that you had a picture of Snow White the other day from I don't know.
Pinocchio.
I want to see the Snow White picture. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Is Gal Gadot the evil queen too? From what I've heard,
Yeah, she's the evil queen in it.
Oh, Gal's in it. I'm not watching.
What? Gal, great.
No, I'm playing. Shoot.
But any other thoughts? And I'm waiting for Matt Jarbo to get in here to talk about Pinocchio.
I think.
Did someone give him a link?
Yeah, I give him a link.
I think the trailer's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. That's okay to say. I'm gonna watch it. I hope it's good, but I think the Netflix version of Pinocchio is gonna be better.
Well, okay. Here's two things going on in this image. There's the person, and then there's what? And then there's the cricket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Axel's here.
Hey guys, what's up?
I don't know. I can't draw any conclusions off of that picture.
No, the Jiminy Cricket. How do you think Jiminy
Which is
looks?
voiced by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Who cares? Look at it. It's nightmare fuel.
You think it's like on Pooh horror level?
I mean, it's as creepy as that Winnie the Pooh thing we just saw not too long ago.
Okay.
I'm excited for that one.
This image looks good there.
The holiday special.
Look! No, I'm not playing the trailer. It's not.
Play it.
What?
Don't listen to him, man.
Look, the image of Pinocchio in the corner looks decent.
Yeah, we haven't.
I mean, if you look at the Disney Plus Day stuff for Pinocchio, just two stills of Tom says Geppetto and then a Geppetto and Pinocchio still. It looks fine. I mean,
I think he'd have been too young. He was in Andy Griffith, but I don't think he directed any of the episodes of Andy Griffith. I think he directed a couple episodes of Happy Days.
The only concern I have so far is the Jiminy Cricket. The Pinocchio looked decent. What's that band called?
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Because I'm TNT.
That's not even the one I think of when I see him. I always think of
Money Talks.
Anyone else have concerns about Pinocchio?
Oh my God, the corn bots.
No, that's not the one I think about either. What's the one? What's the one that was in the Dukes of Hazzard movie when they're drifting the General Lee all over the place?
Oh, Shoot to Thrill.
No.
Snow White.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, let's look at this.
Wait, is there hair CGI?
Oh, if you want blood.
If you want blood.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think it looks that great.
Oh my
God.
I think she looks good.
It's great.
No, I think she looks good, but this look like the dress looks like Disney Store child version.
I mean, we haven't seen the movie, so it looks.
No, I know, but you would think of like a live action would have a different interpretation, but they went really literal on the dress design. But she looks great.
No, I'm with Skippy on this one too. I don't
know. What's your thoughts, Brian?
I don't know, man. The Blue Fairy was a little bit scary too, man.
Did they hire somebody new at Disneyland?
Yeah, you think? Oh, good point. No, you're not being a hater. You think it looks like someone's
like somebody like worked at the parks. I mean,
yeah, it doesn't have. I mean, it looks like she's wearing a wig. Like she wears a wig on top of that.
Yeah, but that's not Cinderella. I thought you said Cinderella. That's Snow White.
Snow White. I said Snow White.
No, you said I thought you had a picture of Cinderella.
No, Snow White. Any picture of Gal Gadot as the evil queen?
Nope.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't watch that movie.
Can we be real here? I'm gonna say what everyone's thinking.
Peter Dinklage is an asshole.
No, no, I like Peter Dinklage. I
really want to listen to some AC/DC right now.
No, I'm going to say what everyone's thinking. It's really going to be hard. Listen, that's a beautiful young actress. Okay, it's going to be really hard to hear Gal Gadot being jealous of another woman's looking at the mirror. I'm sorry. It's going to be hard.
They're going to have to ugly her up, man.
I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be, honestly,
No,
am I wrong?
Rachel Zegler is more beautiful than Gal Gadot.
I'm sorry.
On track.
I'm sorry. They're both
Last day.
At the very worst, they're equally beautiful.
Grace Randolph. I'm sorry.
Just great. Oh, you asshole! Did you say Grace Randolph is the evil queen? You better not make a meme of that. I might use.
I mean, he's right though. He should make a meme.
I mean, seriously, pull that up. Honestly, I'm sorry. I cannot take it seriously. I might make a video on it. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's gonna be hard for me to be like.
I always thought the evil queens were kind of hot, like in all that and stuff. You know, like in all of them, the evil queens were always hotter. Than the only one I ever really had a thing for that weren't evil queens was Cinderella herself.
She was evil.
I mean, I guess if they put her hair under the same costume and it's very literal costume, maybe.
Hey,
did you just, Katie? Did you just circle the evil witch? No, Gal Gadot is not an evil witch. Where the hell is
No, I
Jarbo?
wasn't saying that. But it's going to be very interesting to see Gal Gadot in this makeup. Like,
yeah.
Oh no, I think they'll pull it off, man. I remember I was one of the few people that was like, this chick is never gonna pull off Wonder Woman.
Someone messaged Jarbo and asked where he's at. Like, why did he ask for a link and then never show up? Why did he ask for a link and like not?
I don't know. Maybe he had a delivery between.
Oh, I actually didn't send it.
You didn't send it? I literally asked you if you sent it.
I hate. You know where you have copy and paste?
Yeah.
You know where you have copy. You know where you have copy and paste. I was ready to paste, and it was just sitting there in copy. I thought I hit paste. I thought I hit.
Wait, so Gal Gadot finished shooting the movie?
Yeah.
How the fuck? What?
Well, they're gonna bring her back in Fast 10. You guys heard about that, right?
Yeah, she's back in Fast 10.
It's Fast 10 with seatbelts.
Yeah, she's gonna be back in Fast 10 because we didn't see her die. She flew out as far as Mace Windu did.
Where are the members?
No, she's filming Heart of Stone right now.
Remind people what happened in the last member stream. Like, where are the members? Where are the members?
Where are the members? I know where my members are. Member is, but
I didn't send the link.
Member there.
Well, it helps.
You guys aren't agreeing with me on Gal Gadot's coming back in Fast and Furious 10?
I would not be surprised.
She's filming this movie. She's filming this.
They're filming. Doesn't matter, Caden. It doesn't matter, Caden.
They can't film more than one movie at once, Caden?
She could film one movie at once.
I know Hollywood stars.
Yeah, the movie that she stars as.
Bro, it's only going to take them 3 months to shoot, and plus,
that's the first verse of the song.
I'm not going to take
it's
them.
amazing.
She's back, you know.
Do not read that, CJ.
All the porn
my
bots are
dear
back.
Lord.
What the hell, yo? What's wrong?
I love how they put the dupe line in there, like you're gonna trick her. Dupe and do that. The team, like, what are they? What? Who wants to dupe a girl into bed? What?
Don't repeat it, Anthony. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna put you in a timeout too. If you say if you.
I'm not reading it. I'm just like, what
Anthony,
the hell?
Anthony, I'm putting you in a timeout if that's your last warning. If you repeat
what happens if you highlight them?
No, do not highlight. It's demonetized. That'll instantly demonetize us. No, actually, don't say that, Anthony. Someone's gonna stop by and like, what the hell was Anthony Cheeseman talking about? That's your last warning, bro. Bro,
all you thought he was talking to me. What the fuck?
Yo, what's that boy?
Yeah, I thought Charlize was hotter than the actual girl that they were trying, and Maleficent was hotter than the girl she was trying to protect in both of those Maleficent movies.
That is factual. That is factual.
The evil women are always hotter. They are, man.
You know what?
Or so like Helen Thor?
Just start casting Grace Randolph as these evil people.
That was me. That was me.
See, that's why I like Axel, because he has good ideas sometimes.
I watched her Top Gun review and I was like, I'm glad she liked the movie, but she's so dumb on some things. Like, They literally show the parachute come down by Tom Hanks. They show the parachute come down, and she's going, "How would Tom Hanks even find him in all those woods? And that's not realistic." And oh my god,
that is realistic, you dumb bit.
It's just like you're being so stupid right now, man.
That's realistic. I don't. Oh my gosh.
It is. No, it's not. You realize these naval aviators now, they have like tracking devices built into like 4 different parts of their clothing.
No, that's not realistic.
They have them in their
But
helmets,
true.
and you
Yeah,
see the
they do.
parachute with Miles Davis come down in the background. You see the parachute. So, oh my God! Some people haven't seen this. I'm going to shut up.
There is. I'm going to put something in the private chat.
I think Grace needs some
I
help.
don't
think
share
she needs
this
some help.
with
the viewers.
I won't say
She needs
nothing.
some
Who
help.
you
Smash
sending
the
it to?
like button. It really helps. MME Entertainment.
That's what you said in the private chat. Why did you say that?
Why did you say
Brian,
that?
you're supposed to keep the private chat secret.
No, go watch Grace's review of Top Gun and listen to some of her nitpicks about it. Her spoiler review. It's hilarious.
She's mad because her. She's
Max,
not-
I won't
she
say
loved
that.
the movie.
No.
She loved the movie, but she just puts a lot of dumb shit in her videos lately, man.
So that's what's really happening. Each time I go and check, as soon as that shows up, so give them as little. Don't copy what they say, Anthony, please. So keep that private.
Which Anthony?
Anthony Cheeseman.
Oh, I was like,
that's what happened.
That sounds like a conspiracy theory, but okay.
No. I check as soon as I see a bunch of them pop. What happens is after so many viewers come in, then they show up, and then as soon as I check, then I go check the demonetization.
There's not a way to get rid of them.
I'm gonna have to research. I'm gonna have to go back and block them.
Somebody just
Hey,
buy
Matt.
them and just put in the.
Now we had a debate earlier about Mace Windu and if he's alive. What's your
dead?
He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
Listen. If there's one thing I've learned from horror movies, the black guy always dies and stays dead.
Oh, now we're getting.
No, it's true. I'm not a fan of it. A fan of it. All right. I think it's
Trope.
like that's always true. The token, like this is a trope in horror
Wait a
films.
minute, though, Maddie. This isn't a horror movie. This is Star Wars. This is science fiction.
Dude, we literally right after he ended up getting flown out that window, we see a whole bunch of kids get slaughtered. You're telling me in a horror
all right,
movie?
I'm gonna give you that. It is pretty.
All right,
It is
you telling me
pretty
that there's not a cut scene of 2 of them Jedi, Padawans that are like teenagers having sex in the Jedi library archive somewhere, and then all of a sudden here comes the stormtroopers to kill them? Like it's gonna. That's a good movie idea right there.
Right.
Two
Fast
Padawans.
Listen, never say never.
Deep in love, defying the Jedi
Never say
Order,
never.
having
He's
intimate
alive.
moments in the Jedi archives.
How come all the white men with the hand cut off get to live?
Oh my
That's a
god.
good
I want Mace
question.
comes back.
That's a
There's
good
only two.
question.
There's only 2 white people to get their hands cut off. Okay, in like.
A lot of people got their heads cut off though. Like Dooku got his head cut off.
As he should.
Dooku is still
Is he
alive. That would be a
coming
funny
back?
one to roll
Is
with.
Dooku alive too?
No one says Dooku.
Yeah.
Dude, if Dooku was alive, that would be pretty cool.
Headed
My
into
head's gone.
That's a Ryan
but I
Johnson
can still
thing. He would
talk.
definitely bring him back.
No.
He
watch
would
the instant
definitely
replay.
do it. Yeah.
We slow-mo analyze that
Would
scene
it be
of
his head
Revenge of the Sith
or his
2 nights on
body?
this
No,
show.
Mace Windu is
Like there's
Snoke.
no deniability. He got
He's
long.
dead.
Whoo! He probably got hit by a couple
not
cars
Snoke.
on the way down.
But what if we see a flashback?
What would make you think
Well, then
he's
he'll
Snoke?
be a dead flashback.
I remember when that theory was going around. Actually, people thinking Mace Windu could be Snoke. I remember that.
That'd be crazy.
But like, why
That
would
was-
they-
that was
I mean,
an actual
look,
theory.
it's been like 35 years, right? 25 years, something like that, in between, right? The Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi, or whatever, where we are now, and stuff. 30 years. So I mean, yeah, I don't think Mace Windu is alive. I'm pretty sure Mace Windu is gone. However, to be fair, right, the Jedi can maintain anonymousness by cutting off their the Force, right? So by closing that door, and that's what Obi-Wan did, and that's what Yoda did, right, to stop detection. So Mace could have just immediately like gone into hiding, closed off that part of him, and then nursed his wounds. Which, by the way, like he could have lived,
No.
but he dead.
How do you live?
I think he's alive.
I mean, there is a way to.
We're talking about like a thing where, like, you know, how many people just like, was it Cobb Vanth gets shot in the gut by Cad Bane, and at the end of Boba Fett he's in a bacta tank. You know, it's like you think he's dead, but then like magically.
That's a blaster wound. That's not force lightning, getting your arm chopped off, and then thrown off a 3,000-story building.
Well, to be fair, the integrity of the lightsaber is one of intense heat, so it would cauterize the wound. So blood loss wouldn't theoretically be a thing. Well, I mean, the shock, but then hold on. You have the shock from the initial arm loss, but then look at it like this. What if the Force Lightning acts as more of a defibrillator?
Breaks him up.
And then it's able to then restart his heart.
Take each thing would the arm cut off to kill him? No. Would the Force Lightning kill him? No, I don't think so. The only thing potentially is the fall. And I think a Jedi could figure something out.
Well, you know, to quote Richard B. Riddick in the video game Escape from Butcher Bay, it's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop at the end or whatever it is, right? It's the sudden stop at the bottom.
It's the awkward angle at which your body smashes into the pavement.
Well, do you guys ever play that game? Because there's actually a scene where he like jumps off this like he uses this like guard's body as a cushion and like hits the ground, and he's all like, "It's not the drop that kills you."
Now we'd love to see them bring Mace back. If they, I'm okay with it.
No, so Mace is gonna be in the finale.
What if it's Mace and Billy D, right?
Ooh.
Mace and Lando going on an adventure and stuff, right?
I would watch that shit ASAP.
That would be amazing.
I would watch that shit.
Is it just me, or does like Billy D look real fucking old in that image, man? Like that image.
That's when we were talking about the possibility of the Lando show. They're saying they're waiting on Donald, that they still want to do it. They still want to actively try to do it. It's just waiting on him to be available. But I was under the assumption that they would try to use old Lando in the series somehow too. Together.
That was an idea, right? There was the rumor, or I should say the speculation, that they would treat it very similar to the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Well, I can tell you this much: your Mace Windu would not lower his self to like hang out with someone like Lando.
I completely disagree.
I completely know.
Why? Jedis are very uppity. Jedis are very pretentious.
But after everything that happened, Mace Windu, if he is alive, is going to suffer the same thought process that Yoda and Obi-Wan did, where it's going to be that, oh, how did we not see this coming? You know, how did we not see the new Nazis?
I thought he saw that it was coming.
Also, if
he had a thought, but he wasn't able to put it together because he said like there's something going on here, like the dark side is clouding her. He felt it, but like
the shroud,
but at the end of it, there's still going to be that reflection.
But I don't know. I know if Mace was alive, he wouldn't be kicking it around.
Well, how
Mace
old
has a
would be
temper,
Mace
okay?
if
He'd
he's
be
alive?
looking for Anakin. He'd be trying to find him, man.
He's like,
Well, how old would be Mace if he's alive?
So here's a fun question for Matt: what's more possible, the Snyder Verse returning or Solo 2?
Solo 2.
Solo 2.
Dude, I mean, like
any movie you can think of.
Well, let me explain why. Is today there was someone was talking about Our Man. Remember, Our Man was talked about, right? With Jake Gyllenhaal being Our Man, and one of the guys involved with it or something had said something along the lines of, "Well, there's not even a script." And since Zaslav is going in and he's slashing everything, the likelihood of Our Man even being a reality at this point is probably not the case. Again, it's all about money. How do you get the most amount of money?
Well, do you think it would be called Solo 2 though? I think it'll be more likely he'll appear in
Lando. It will be Lando the movie, and Lando will then feature. Yeah, but I don't think look, man. After what they said about not recasting any original actor, I don't even see necessarily Donald Glover coming back as Lando. I don't think they want to say it. Now we all love the casting, right? We all love the casting. You know, I don't know. I don't. How can you not like Donald Glover as Lando?
I don't like. I just don't like that
dude in everything he's ever been in.
I really feel like Lando in Solo. That's the thing.
I rewatched Solo last night. The first half is great. The only where I stopped watching is where L3 comes in. She's a horrible character.
She is so fucking annoying.
Even the character design, the way she moves is just stupid looking. Like, because I also saw behind the scenes where she, the way the droid moves, it's just not a good character. I don't. Can anyone defend L3's character? It's just awful.
Well, I can defend. I can tell you that L3 is still alive.
He had sex with the
She is the Millennium Falcon.
She is the navigation computer.
She's the brain of the Millennium Falcon.
If you think about her, if you think about it, she would know where all of the intergalactic brothels are, which probably helped Han quite a bit when he was, feeling it. Right? It's all like, L3, take me to where I can get some booty. Yep. And then she's all like, meet me in the meet me in the bathroom. And all of a sudden the ship becomes Stephen Hawkins.
It works. No.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, I was in that episode of Paradise PD where the main guy fucks his car because it becomes sentient. It's really funny.
I mean, I know people that if they could, they would. I mean,
If they we'll at least get some Mace Windu in Tales of the Jedi animated.
Yeah, that's going to be
Hawking.
cool.
Stop it, Degrassi. Just quit. You're like 52. You know exactly who Stephen Hawking.
I am excited to see more of that in Tales of the Jedi. So last night I showed all of the leaked footage, right? And ended up getting 2 worldwide blocks for the Mando trailer and the Tales of the Jedi.
What did you think was going to happen?
Well, that's why I told everyone they got a super chat. But I thought it was going to be all of them. I thought it was going to be the extended Bad Batch trailer that got leaked out. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be the Ahsoka preview. No, it was just those other 2 got hit. So, all right, that worked out.
You think in D23 we will get the Mando season 3 trailer?
One at a time, guys.
Yeah, one at a time. Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Wait, did we see Yaddle in Tales of the Jedi?
Yes.
Yes, he was there.
We finally see Grogu's mommy.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, come on. No, are you telling me that Yaddle okay, listen. Come on, Max.
That's his uncle.
Yaddle is a woman.
Yaddle
is female.
Yammel. Like, who the hell's Yammel?
Yammel. No, that's Mark Hamill's baby Yoda costume.
Yaddle and Yoda
Yammel.
might have had a baby, but there's no proof that they were even together.
Dude, you don't have to be together to have a baby.
No, together, period. Like
I'm not talking. And again, I stand by my point. You don't have to be such a thing as artificial insemination. Think about it, right? Think about it. Yoda is so powerful in the Force that he could extract his own special sauce and then fire it across the room.
No, God damn it.
And then there'd be no actual intercourse, no actual love, no actual connection. It would be like, well, he would never have to pull out. He would never put it in.
On the nose, man. It's just too on the nose for me there's only 2 of those. I don't even know what that race is called.
I mean, it's entirely possible that Yaddle wanted Yoda to force pull her hair.
What is Yoda's race called?
We don't know.
We don't know.
They've never said the name of that race.
Yeah.
That species? Wow, that's crazy.
No, they want to clone Grogu. I don't know if Grogu is a clone.
A clone? That would be weird.
You'd have to have something to clone him from.
Yeah.
Yaddle, Yoda.
They're like, hey, Yoda, hold still real quick.
Where his hair. You grab his hair. Yeah.
What the hair you did.
Matt, do you have any concerns about the Pinocchio with Robert Zemeckis?
I actually have not seen the teaser that went out today. I saw people talk. Today was very much a rest and relaxation day, so I slept most of it.
I've been working all day. Actually, Stranger Things scared me, and I fell asleep and had a bad dream.
Wait, how far did you get into Stranger Things?
Episode 4, 3, and 4.
Oh man, that ending of 4 is great.
Hey Ryan, yeah, Yoda, that's Matt Jarbo before you subscribe to $3 Theater.
I don't know.
Yoda special. You should title that your stream tonight.
Yoda
special sauce.
No, you know what? Although to be fair, last night I did title mine "We Feasting Good," and then I could update it to "We Feasting Good on Yoda special sauce."
Ew,
special sauce.
You know, it's.
Well, what do you think of this,
Matt?
This looks cool. I mean,
well,
it's all right.
remember, Zemeckis has had a bad, hasn't had not a good track record with these animated Polar Express, Mars Needs Moms. That was the last one.
Did Zemeckis do Mars Needs Moms?
Yes.
Whoa, no way.
That was the last one he did. This is his first animated project since Mars Needs Moms.
Live action.
No. Simon Wells directed it.
It was his company.
It was produced by Robert Zemeckis, but Simon,
they use the same technology as Polar Express.
Not for what? Like Robert Zemeckis produced the movie. That doesn't mean he made the movie.
Well, no, I know there's a difference. I know there's a difference, but that was his production company. The last project they did before they stopped making animated. They did all of them.
Can you guys watch Welcome to Marwen with Steve Carell?
That was I didn't see that one. Dude, Beowulf was good. Polar Express was good. I don't look for the time. What about A Christmas Carol? That was good too, man. Like he was tackling, he was moving animation forward. You know what I mean? And like where we were in 2004 with Polar Express and 2007 with Beowulf, you know, and like 2009 I think for A Christmas Story or whatever the hell, A Christmas Carol. I don't know. Drogo's really trying to.
Yo,
he
does this stuff all the time. He'll come on the stream and he'll just start doing crazy shit, like showing us cat videos or are you cracking your back? What are you doing?
And this is and Max gets mad at me for derailing things. I at least keep him somewhat on point.
Right.
No, you're kind of off point right now, though.
How am I off point right now?
Really?
He asked me.
Because that Pinocchio shit's gonna be garbage, and you know it.
I don't know it's gonna be garbage.
Matt, which one will be better, the Netflix Pinocchio or Disney Pinocchio?
I mean, man, I think who's directing the Disney Pinocchio?
Robert Zemeckis.
Wait, who's doing which one? Are we looking at the Disney? Oh,
that
no.
was Disney Plus.
Oh, right. Sorry. It's Guillermo or Zemeckis, right? Because Guillermo's doing the Pinocchio for Netflix. Man, that's gonna be. I'll tell you. I think Zemeckis will be the more complete film, but I think Guillermo's gonna give us something really interesting.
Horror.
Not horror, but it's going to go kind of dark. I mean, because the story of the story of Pinocchio is kind of.
What's the hell?
I don't know. No one knows what the Australian is doing, like ever.
Yeah, what Australian shit was
I
that?
think
That was
Guillermo it will go darker, and the original Pinocchio is kind of a horror story. You know, the donkey scene when I was a kid, that was scary.
Yeah, man. I saw that played out once real life in Mexico, and it was, oh my God.
No.
Oh, wait, sorry. Ron Donkey Sing.
Oh, God.
You got to explain that. Can you explain that?
You never heard of, oh.
You never heard of a donkey show?
Yeah, man. I believe we call it interspecies erotica, right?
Oh, come on. Come on. I am not, listen, I'm not going to be able to take monetization safe if you go that route. No, Degrassi, no.
Kinky
Brian,
the donkey show. Yeah,
this is a good time if you do have to go to bed. This is a good time before they go into this topic.
No. I mean, but no, the original Pinocchio is a darker movie, and even the Disney animated movie is a bit on the darker side. So
I mean, you have a child trafficker.
Kinda, right?
I just remember being really, and it was just a shadow on the wall. But when that kind of bully kid got turned into the donkey, and they'd show him change, and his ears got big, and then you'd see him change on the wall. Like I hadn't remember at this time, I'd never seen a werewolf movie before, so that was like the first time I'd ever seen a human transform into something. Well, the original Pinocchio is from the 30s.
He was an ass,
shit.
and he became the ass.
Or the 40s. Like it's old, man. That's one of the first movies I ever saw as a kid. And I remember going, "Wow, that kid turned into a donkey. It messed me up."
Yeah,
we talk about the 1940s. That was a crazy time period. Yeah,
I'm excited to show that. I'm the only one that's been really talking positive about this. Everyone doesn't like Rob Zombie.
What show?
The Munsters. I'm fascinated by what he's going to bring to the table.
Yeah, look at this. Here's a quick video. Oh shit!
Who dog is that? Oh, that's
the most overhyped hand job on the planet.
I don't want to watch it.
Rob Zombie's one of the most overhyped hand jobs on the planet, man. Like he's hit or miss with that dude. One minute,
I heard.
One minute he
totally
makes a
different.
masterpiece. The next minute he makes absolute garbage, man. Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you gotta. I mean, like, look, House of a Thousand Corpses was absolute garbage. It was.
Yeah, but the Devil's Reject 3 from Hell was amazing.
Devil's Reject. I never saw the third one, but the Devil's Rejects was good. Although they die at the ending of it, they all die. So like, what the hell?
A quick clip of Lily and Herman. Here's Herman.
Cool.
Well, we all know his wife is playing Lily.
His his remake of Halloween 1 was very good. His remake of Halloween 2 had Michael Myers talking with dreadlocks and seeing unicorns and shit. It was weird.
I'll tell you this. I loved his remake of Halloween in 2007. I saw it twice in the theaters, even though we had it at the drive-in, and I loved it. And that kid who played young Michael Myers was from San Diego. I actually met him a bunch because he would go to these filmmaker meetups I would go to. And then I tried watching number 2, but my friends who are diehard Halloween fans saw it first, and they're all like, "It's trash. Don't even watch it. Don't even bother."
It's
horrible.
And I never did.
A moment of silence for Jai Dion's hamster. Sorry,
I'm sorry, buddy.
I don't care about his hamster. Move on.
Yeah, he talked about his fish before that. Like maybe this guy should stop getting pets. That's all I'm saying. Maybe he.
Wait, hold on. I have to ask. Hold on. Was your hamster anywhere near a toilet paper tube?
Oh.
Get stuck in a tube?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a term called felching?
Yeah.
South Park, the video game, The Stick of Truth, did a fantastic mission based around the art of felching, and they went up into what was the guy? It was Mr. Slave, yeah.
Lemmy Winks, Triple King.
Lemmy Winks has returned. Lemmy Winks. It's one of the best episodes, man.
Triple King.
They found the snook up there. The snook and the sniz.
That was one of the funniest episodes of South Park.
Oh no!
That Richard Gere rumor has been around since I was a kid. That Richard Gere rumor is old.
Pet snake and guinea pig will totally, or hamster, whatever it was.
You need advice on pets, man.
Rob Zombie's wife is hot. I don't care.
So
what?
Sherry Moon Zombie's hot, yeah.
6 burning
Oh
questions.
yeah, Sherry Moon's pretty.
About Obi-Wan that we have.
He just can't
6
make good
burning-
movies, man.
6
He
burning
can, but
Are we going into spoiler territory?
Yeah, spoilers. I think
Okay.
we all watched this.
No,
I didn't.
Why didn't Obi-Wan know Anakin was still alive? I think
Because
I don't
he
have a
was
problem with
dead.
that. Anyone else have a problem with that?
I don't hate it. It does break lore, but if it tells me a good story, I don't care if they crack the lore up a little bit. I don't care.
Well, no, keep in mind all they have to do is like they cannot break lore by having this reveal happen. So
Yeah.
I think it's
Obi-Wan
fine.
is
I think
a
it's
good
fine.
show. No, I don't have a. I think he's obvious. I think the context of the show. Honestly, I don't have an issue with the way the storytelling was in the show. It's obvious that he was not paying attention to anything except doing his job.
I mean,
looking after Luke, and that's it.
If he knows Vader is around, then obviously he knows that Anakin is still alive.
Unless they have galactic internet and he's connected.
Didn't
I don't think he really. He doesn't seem like he's been on the internet.
He's only. It doesn't matter where. It's only been 10 years since Order 66. Okay, you
Yeah,
don't forget.
yeah.
So I'm supposed to believe he's going through all this PTSD and this depression, and all these hard times. And he remembers all the stuff that makes him feel bad, but he can't remember that one little thing, like him watching a hologram where he literally sees the Emperor call Anakin Vader.
Well, he knows that he called him Vader, but his last vision of him was they're burning up on the side of a,
That's
lava.
what I'm
No,
hoping
he's not
for.
actually
Like he
dead.
unplugged from the Force, went into
I'm
being a
saying
hermit,
he went
and
off
didn't
the
hear
grid.
about.
He went off the grid.
But even
bro.
off the grid,
Yeah,
man, going in town for working at the Empire has taken over the entire galaxy, and everyone knows it's the Emperor and his second in command, Lord Vader. Like there's no
dude,
way
if you-
Anakin or Obi didn't hear that.
I don't know. It depends. Like
I hope that's
depends
how
on
they
how
do
far
it,
off
though.
the grid you go, man. Like,
Here's the.
right now you can go off the grid. You don't have to go far, you know. Like
I thought they were racing the sequel trilogy.
I mean, does anyone have any issues with these points?
No, don't
No,
care.
I figure whatever. If it cracks up the lore a little bit, who cares? If it's a good story,
I
don't
don't
care.
have any. Now, the Grand Inquisitor actually dead. Everyone
He's
says
not
he's
dead.
alive.
He appears in Rebels.
Of course not.
RJ would not let
Maybe
go
it's
of that
different,
point the other
like,
night.
I do all of them look alike? That's racist.
I am getting annoyed.
Speaking of everyone looking alike, Max.
Legos, the toys.
We were talking about black Legos last night.
Oh,
Max comes in with this like massive hot take, saying that they all look alike.
That happened with Ashley the other night too. Ashley and RJ.
Yeah. The Legos look alike.
Man, you're not wrong.
No, they
Damn,
don't.
wow.
Stop trying to get me canceled. Stop trying to get me canceled. Legos.
So the Lego
you're honestly gonna say that Lego people
somebody's
don't
moving
look
up
alike.
the bad take meter.
Somebody can.
Back to Obi-Wan. No, but isn't this getting
don't worry
annoying
about it,
with
Max.
Cod Vanth, Cad Bane, and now Grand Inquisitor? They keep doing this.
He's not.
Even though I like it. Listen,
Doing what?
Jideon, don't listen to them. I like you on all your pets. I don't know if you can be see what
I
you're
don't even think
doing?
his pets are real.
Okay. Well, even though we all pretty much like the show here, isn't it getting annoying?
Come on.
No, it's not getting annoying. I don't think it's annoying.
Why? Cod Vanth?
That's it.
Inquisitor,
He got shot in the shoulder.
Who else?
And Cad Bane?
Cobb Vanth is alive, dude.
Yes.
Cobb Vanth is alive. They
Yes,
showed
that's
him
what I'm
alive.
saying.
But he never
They're all
died.
still
He got
alive.
shot.
They're all
Yeah.
still alive.
Okay, when did Cad Bane die?
But Mace Windu's dead though.
Are you still going on about Mace Windu? Jesus.
Mace Windu's dead.
I just
All right,
said
I'm going
that.
to bed. Have a good night.
I
Max.
said that to get a reaction.
No, it's
from
okay.
you.
Yeah, you did.
You're good.
The Snyder Verse is being restored, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Gosh.
Breaking
No.
news.
Yeah.
I'm restoring it.
But like,
So,
I
but-
mean, come on, he's not dead.
All right,
bro.
so-
Okay, next
He
question.
He got stabbed with the lightsaber.
Yeah. That means you're dead.
Look how low.
And they
Look
got
how
two
low where he got
stomachs.
stabbed at.
He got
I
stabbed in
actually,
the
I, the Grand Inquisitor in the show was better than I thought he would be based on the trailer. Although he still made some dumb decisions in
Looks so stupid.
the Reva taking him out was lame. Like if Reva was going to do that, I wanted to see something more dynamic instead of just like, you just got me.
He's
in trouble.
not dead. First of all, this
I
is a
know.
race-
Even if he's not dead,
Yeah.
even if he's not dead, I would like to see something more dynamic that happened to him between Reva and him.
He didn't. He
Where he
didn't
goes,
see it coming.
This is what's going to happen at the end of the
How
show.
could he not see it's coming? They have force power.
He was
They-
literally sitting there bossing her around, and she
He's
just struck the
literally
lightsaber
called-
and stabbed him. That's it.
He's literally called the Grand Inquisitor. He he doesn't get anything.
Listen,
he didn't see it coming at all.
At
Maybe
the
he
end
was
of the
replaced
show,
with another species.
at the end of
Basically, as
Obi-Wan-
bad as the Jedi Council.
No, he's gonna kill her at the end of the show.
He's probably gonna kill her. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
he's gonna kill her.
Matt, did you have any problems with it?
No, because I know he's not dead.
Thank you.
No, I know. No, I know. But the scenes.
It's like no, the scene was fine because he's like basically he's like look, he thought he might have misjudged her, which I think is what happened. I think he felt she was impetuous.
Yes.
And everything else, and then he's like, look, we'll deal with you later, but now we have to clean up this mess. And he wasn't anticipating, because remember, he views her as gutter trash, so he doesn't view her as anything to worry about.
Yeah.
So she caught him off guard, and now he's gonna.
So his arrogance got him.
His arrogance is what got him. Yeah.
All right. You've helped me out with my. That was the one issue I had, but talking it out. Yes, he's so arrogant that he didn't even think that she would even attempt.
Plus, these Inquisitors aren't like super strong with the Force, man.
But Inquisitor,
rolling
like his
numbers.
mind, his mind, he would see it coming that she would. But his arrogance can blind you. That he's so arrogant, he thinks she wouldn't even try anything on me, and she did. I could see that his arrogance that did him in more
Just
than
like,
actually.
just
Go
like
ahead.
the Illuminati and Doctor Strange, they got killed because of their arrogance. So, yeah, like he's alive. I mean, he's alive. He's gonna kill her.
No, this is a plot hole, but I don't care though. Honestly, what else are they gonna do?
She's like because the
in
first
the
time she
episode,
sees Luke Skywalker and it's like Ben Kenobi, and it's like,
get to you
oh,
in a
where
sec,
is he?
Black.
Like,
Okay.
And besides,
listen.
Let Axel go. Let Axel go. He keeps
like
getting interrupted.
in the episode, he refers to himself as Ben, not Obi-Wan, and then but in A New Hope, he's like, "Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi," and then yeah, that's it.
Well, she knew they were the same thing.
But she also called him Ben.
Well, of course she knows him. It's him.
Yeah, but the reason she didn't, okay, so she has to literally send plans for the Death Star to Obi-Wan. That was solidified in Rogue One when they talked to her father, and she said, Mon Mothma said, is your Jedi friend still going to help us? Yes. Do you have someone you trust to get the plans to him? I would trust her with my life. He's talking about Leia. Leia's job is to transmit that message and send those plans. Okay? She's a diplomat and a senator. Undercover.
She is part of the Rebel Alliance.
She's not going to be all like, hey, Ben, remember when you saved me when I was a kid? Well, now I need you to help me again. That's dumb. Of course that wouldn't be in there. So it wouldn't make sense for a diplomat to talk like that.
Obviously, the original trilogy, it doesn't seem like there was a huge history between her and Ben. That can be some type of little
Matt, what do you think,
hole. But saying you help me in the Clone Wars is accurate, and that's his most relevant situation, even beyond this, is being in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, but she didn't say you. She said you served my father in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
which isn't true at all, because he never served Bail Organa, right? He never served Bail Organa. Organa was maybe an advisor, but he was a general.
Yeah, but
he was a General Kenobi. He didn't serve Bail Organa, but that, again, I think we can look at it as being it's more of a it's a
retcon in hindsight because all these things came after the trilogy.
Let Matt finish there, though. Go ahead.
Well, no, I agree. I agree with Chris. I think a lot of it is like that. It's not even, again, it's not that big of a.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal to me.
No, only people that are nitpicking are going to come at it like this, and they're going to act like it breaks the show because that's how they get clicks.
Yeah,
this destroys everything.
Is Obi-Wan the reason Leia remembered Padme? Oh my gosh, not mercy.
It's never confirmed that Leia remembers Padme. They asked her one time in Jedi. Luke said, "Do you remember your mom?"
The real mom.
And she says, "Just bits and pieces." Memories mostly.
Well, that was broken from
pictures
the
in my head mostly.
That was already messed up from the prequels, that part, because she never really met. Besides the only time she spent with Padme was in Revenge of the Sith before, when she was born. That's it.
Yeah, she might have been. But what I mean is, in Jedi, she doesn't know that Luke's her brother when Luke asks her this. So she might be thinking of the mom that raised her. She may not know she has different parent lineage. Lineage.
Matt, do you remember in Return of the Jedi? Isn't Luke asking about her real mother? Not.
I mean, yeah,
says, what do you remember of your mother? That's all he said.
Yeah, what do you remember of your mother? And we always thought that she was referring to Padme, but I mean, obviously, having grown up with this other mom, it's like, does she know she's adopted? I think she knows she's adopted because there was that whole convo between her and Bail, where he was like, "You are an Organa.
You're not even a real." Yeah, he said,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not even a real whatever.
So she knows she's adopted. Yeah. Now, do I think that an infant has memories of when they were born? No, but but Leia is clearly Force sensitive in the show, right? She's clearly Force. She can clearly see into people, and she can read them real well. And so, as a result of that, I think it's possible that she might have some of these memories.
She got her cousin.
But at the end of the day, I don't care. You know what I mean? Look, I like canon as much as the next guy, but I understand that this has gone through multiple generations, multiple decades, multiple storytellers, and now multiple companies. And so we have to look at it and go, okay, they're going to try to line it up as best as they can, but certain things are going to change with time, or, things, how many, what is it? They've gone back and they've removed, if anything is culturally insensitive, they've gone back and removed it from certain shows before, right? Mm-hmm. So they change things if depending on the time. I think
in the trilogies, look how many jokes Obi-Wan made about R2D2, and he knew R2D2, and he remembered R2. He'd spent all their time with R2 and C3PO. But the first time you roll across Obi-Wan,
do you think Leia's mom's gonna die in this series?
In A New Hope, he says,
"No, she's not gonna die."
This droid says he belongs to you, and Obi-Wan's looking right at R2, and he goes, "I don't seem to remember ever owning any droids."
Well, that's technically not a lie because he never owned them, but he also wasn't giving. He also didn't tell Luke that he was the one who trained Anakin and who his father. You know what I mean? Like, like he didn't say who Vader was, and he knew who Vader was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like obviously Obi-Wan wasn't telling Luke everything.
Well, honestly, some of these issues that they bring up in here, some of these supposed plot points are things that started with the prequels, even like the issues with Leia remembering Padme. That's something that happened when the prequels happened. That she was. What's that? What's that, Anthony?
Oh man, that's whatever. I don't. Of course, she would not remember her. So, like, what is the next question?
Why is the fifth brother so merciful?
What?
The one that counteracts Reva is like, oh, we'll reward you. But she's going to cut off your hand. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't see her as trash like everybody else does.
Well, I have a theory on that.
Okay.
And even the Inquisitor is somewhat merciful.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to, they realize the concept of you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So I think the idea there is like you can invoke fear when necessary, but don't overdo it. Because if you push them too hard, you won't get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like what he's doing is he's using psychology to lure out the Jedi, right? He's using psychology as a way to get other people to maybe turn on them. To him, it's a game, right? It's a game of chess. And he's playing it because he's like, look, the Jedi are powerful. The Jedi are they can't resist certain things. And it's my job to hunt them out. I said this when we were talking about the first couple episodes. You remember the opening of Inglourious Bastards?
It's been a while. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Christoph Waltz goes, it says once upon a time in Nazi occupied France, and he goes to this farmer and he knocks on the door and he has a conversation with the farmer. And he's just like, I'm looking for these people. And he ends up basically using psychology because that guy is there protecting these people. And he uses intimidation and psychology to get this guy to give up where they are. That's what he is doing. He is a Christoph Waltz of this particular story, right? He's not using, now he could go in there and he could kill anyone he wants. All right. But at the end of the day, that causes fear, but that doesn't cause terror. You know what I mean? And you want to like scare these people into doing what you want because it's a power move. That's how I view it.
But sometimes be nice to them. There's an old saying that when a dog messes up, you got to spank it. That's what makes the dogs remember. If they did something wrong. But sometimes it's when you don't beat the dog.
I will Rational. I will. So Rational does have an interesting question.
I think absolutely they did the right thing by splitting them up.
Well, I think if the Organos wanted both, he'd probably give them both to them.
Not really.
Honestly, the reason they're split up is because, to be real, George Lucas, back in the day when he wrote the original trilogy, he didn't really know they were going to be brother and sister in the first movie. He didn't decide that till later, really.
That's a lot.
I thought,
right?
Really? I thought he said that he the one
Well,
time.
why else would they kiss? Empire.
He didn't know that they were going. He didn't decide that they were going to be brother and sister right away. So that's kind of where that plot point. I think my interpretation is the reason they're really split up. There's other reasons to split them up, but really, it's because when he first did New Hope,
the Force would have been just too detectable with them. But when you watch, when you watch his documentary, Empire of Dreams, and all these things, he's like, I knew I had a story. I knew I was going to call it Star Wars. The only two things I knew about it was going to be called Star Wars and it was going to revolve around these two twins. That's like the first line in the documentary. So I think even George Lucas can't remember what the fuck he was going to write sometimes, honestly, because there's other interviews where he said
honestly,
he had
the
never
reason-
planned on making them be twins.
He
brother and
changed
sister.
things throughout the
Yeah,
original
so-
trilogy, so I think that gave justification to Disney to do whatever the hell they wanted to. Honestly,
But
too.
keeping them separated was smart. You know,
Matt, what's your recollection on that? If George originally knew that they were going to be brother and sister, and from the New Hope, I thought that he didn't know they were going to be brother and sister at first, and it was only after developing Empire that he kind of,
Well, okay, so in these stories, right? Keep in mind, like a lot of Star Wars is based around Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. And in many instances, what you also have in these stories is you have a love triangle, right? So the love triangle was going to be Han, Leia, and Luke. That if you look at A New Hope, that's the love triangle,
that way. Yeah, it absolutely
right?
started that
And
way.
then that carries over into ESB, where she kisses Luke in order to make Han angry. But then by the end of it, you come to realize that she has more feelings for Han, obviously, but then you're like, well, you find out that that's the brother, and you're like, oh, well, she didn't know that. He didn't know that. Right. Like they're fraternal twins. That doesn't mean anything. Like, but they also keep in mind, Leia hadn't opened herself up to the Force. Right. So a lot of the people, like, again, the way the Force is viewed is more like an open door. To some people, the door is wide open. To others, the door is only a sliver open, So it's entirely possible, because Luke didn't understand how the Force fully operated. He was still learning. He couldn't really sense Leia. He could later on, right? But in that moment, he didn't. So it happened, and then like no one talked about it. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where they didn't say anything about it. And a lot of, and I think even Lucas might go like, yeah, let's just not talk about it. Let's just move forward and be done with it at the end. And because again, no one really cares about that, right? It's a plot point we go back to, but it's been around for 40 years.
Yeah.
And like, no one cares. We know that Han and Leia get together. We know that they have a kid. We know Luke probably never kissed anyone else other than his sister, which is sad.
We don't know that for sure yet.
So he never hit it?
Mara Jade.
Well, Mara Jade is in Legends, man.
Mara Jade is not
in
canon.
the official canon. We don't know yet.
Well, he's not canon. I mean, she's not canon.
But there's a lot of things that people don't bitch about. They'll bitch about how Ray's a Mary Sue and blah blah blah, and they gave her powers.
That was the last question.
Now, meanwhile, you don't hear anyone say that about Luke at all. And
yeah, it's stupid.
Darth Vader's constantly giving Luke credit, or giving Obi-Wan credit for training Luke. And Obi-Wan never trained him. What, a little short ride to the Death Star? You did here, shoot this little training droid. That Yoda trained him. But it's always, Obi-Wan has taught you well. That's all he ever taught. They always give Obi-Wan the credit for training Luke.
Well, all things considered, Obi-Wan did train Luke, but using the Force Ghost.
Yeah. He spoke to him.
Because it wasn't until ESB where that took place, like I think a year after A New Hope.
Please, God, no, Tom Holland, Kratos, no way in hell.
So
yeah,
I mean, that would make you brilliant if you do.
No, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Chris, but I kind of agree with Matt. He did get through the Force Ghost. He was constantly.
Okay, first of all, he's a ghost.
Why has he got to sit down? Him through the
he's
whole
a ghost,
trilogy.
but he sure
was
does
the most active Force ghost we've had so far.
He's a ghost, but he has to sit down on that log and talk to Luke. Where did he train him in any of those?
He
spoke
Force
with
Ghost
him
scenes? In the Death Star, in the trench run sequence too.
Turn off your computer.
He's the most. He's the most active Force Ghost we've had in the Star Wars movies, isn't he?
But he didn't train him.
He guided him. Too.
Matter of fact, he said you need to go to.
I'd say guided, yeah.
You need to go to Dagobah where you'll get your training.
You need to.
And
go
Yoda
to
trained
Dagobah,
him.
Hey, Chris Barnes.
Did they ever, Matt? How long was he actually there, man? Did they ever say like how long he was on Dagobah?
Dagobah. Well, so originally he was on Dagobah for like I think 2 days, 3 days tops or whatever.
And he went back for a few months,
and then he went back afterward. Yeah, while they were looking for Han, he went back and continued his training Because I think it's like after ESB, Return of the Jedi picks up like 3-4 years later. I think.
Yeah, and the deleted scene they show him
But
constructing
like,
his own
why doesn't he
lightsaber.
ask Yoda like before, like, hey, why is Darth Vader actually my father? Like,
Maybe he felt like it would mess with his training.
That is a George Lucas thing.
Well, in many instances like this, yeah, you're right. It's
Ryan
kind of like
Johnson.
it gets in his head.
It would get in
You
his
know?
head and mess with his training, and he already failed going into that cave that one time. He probably didn't want to fail again.
Because he sees himself as Vader, not
Yeah.
realizing that it's a metaphor for, like, he subconsciously knows that that's his dad. You know, again, a lot of this stuff is very much just you have to just kind of come at it and think openly about it.
And you got to remember the books that George was reading at the time: Quest for the Holy Grail, the Hero's Journey, all the Greek mythology. Like he threw so much different things into that trilogy. He was reading so many different things, but I don't know. I just always felt like,
all right, man, Rational. There's,
Rational, how about you pay?
We did.
Well,
answer
no,
the
no,
question. There was another
getting,
one.
You're getting like Marcus
Yeah,
here, but you do have
it's
good
Marcus
questions.
Spurs
though.
is the burner account.
No, but actually, Rational Skeptic has good questions though.
I'm playing Rational.
Max, the original Force Ghost for Anakin was Sebastian Shaw, who was 70, but Vader died when he was 45. Why did
Because Christian Bale was now part of the, or not Christian Bale, Hayden Christensen was now part of the sequel, the prequel trilogy. So he had to do it like that. He put him in that. I mean,
things changed? Yeah, he went back. That's why he changed it to special edition. To different.
Do you own the special edition?
Yeah, I don't own these. I don't own
the special editions are the ones that you can get. It's the other ones that are hard to get.
Yeah, Lucas changed the timeline. All right, so I have one more big question before we're going to start to wrap things down.
Where?
But here's an interesting article. I disagree with this. I think cameos are great, but the article seems to suggest that they're hurting everything. Why cameos are hurting Marvel, DC, and Star Wars from the direct.com.
They are. They kind of, well, not Star Wars, I wouldn't say, but Marvel definitely.
How?
Relying too much on.
It is not.
How?
Well, let's go around.
It's true.
Well, look. There's the
Spider-Man made $2 billion because of those cameos.
Yeah, well, let's go down the panel.
Those weren't really cameos. Those are actual parts in a movie.
And
there's a difference between cameo and a character in a movie.
And the actual cameos in the Doctor Strange movie, I think the only reason it hurt is because a bunch of people got on the internet and listened to a bunch of other people saying these were the certain people that were going to be in there, and then when they weren't in there, they got mad. They expected here's what happened, Matt. Here's what happened. I think
it's
great.
Like
you just said. Like you just said, those were actual parts. 3 different Spider-Man for 3 different dimensions playing 3 different parts, and everybody expected the cameos to be in Doctor Strange. They expected those cameos to be as long and drawn out as the characters were in No Way Home.
Well, to be fair, the thing is, with No Way Home, Toby and Andrew got 30 minutes on screen time. So they're not cameos. You don't call that cameos. I'm sorry, that's not a cameo.
No, it's an actual part. That's
an actual part in the movie.
It's a support. It's actually a supporting
God
role.
damn it! I'm gonna have to go to. I'm gonna block the fuck out of you. Come on.
Yeah, that's a supporting role. But the cameos in we've never even heard anybody complain about cameos until just recently because of this shit with Doctor Strange.
Yep.
All right.
Everybody
please help me next time. Just block them because I'm StreamYard is the problem. I need to have regular YouTube open.
Yeah, you gotta have that on as well.
Yeah,
and I'm not doing timeouts anymore because the thing at StreamYard. That's the problem with corn.
Yeah, corn. I say corn.
All right. So
yeah, but like,
does anyone agree with this article?
No.
Yes.
Well, okay. What question is what's DC cameos? Where? The only cameos we know from the Flash
DC has a cameo problem. DC has a problem.
We only know the cameos from DC is in the Flash movie. Christopher Reeve is coming back. Linda Carter. Like what else? I don't. That's only the only Flash. The Flash movie is going to be cameo. A cameo is going to have cameos on it, but we don't know nothing about that. So I don't know why DC would be included in the article for cameos. So like that just doesn't.
Well, not everyone listens to scoopers, not the general public.
And fuck Grace, she was wrong. She got butthurt.
Right.
She got butthurt that none of her things came true about Doctor Strange. So
are you?
And just
All right. Is it? Let's go around. Is anyone getting sick of cameos? I am not yet. I mean, I don't. I haven't. Has anyone seen an
I'm
instance
sort
where
of getting sick of them.
The only ones that I'm getting annoyed with are the Sony ones where they don't do anything. They don't.
Oh, the
actually
Sony ones are hot garbage. Oh,
the Sony ones don't actually do anything. That's where I'm like, the cameo is pointless. It's just like, oh, we promise you we'll get to it eventually. Matt, do you have any problems with any cameos in these movies so far?
No, I mean, no, because Marvel's cameos generally have a purpose.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, it's meant to either tease a character coming down the road or like tease an idea or whatever. Fox's cameos were trying to like do the same thing, but at the same time, probably they just dropped the ball. I mean, the Wolverine cameo in First Class was great, but it was just a cameo, you know.
Yeah,
and
go
then
fuck yourself.
Yeah, that was great. And they didn't really know the direction that they wanted to go with all that. When it came to like Sony and those other movies, they never really did any cameos outside of doing No Way Home, but that was all
Tom
part of
Holland.
expanding the multiverse.
Michael Keaton.
But that was again, well, that was, what are you mean for Morbius?
Yep.
Well, that's meant to expand the universe, that they moved him into that universe for some.
What universe?
The Morbius universe, whatever universe that is in the multiverse. I don't know
Is
yet.
this a Spider-Man?
They
Is that
never
Spider-Man?
put a Spider-Man in there.
No,
yet.
well, there's a
think they were
Spider-Man
gonna.
that's there. We just don't know who he is. Is it going to be Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Miles
Andrew say no.
Morales, or another one? We don't know yet. We have no idea. Because Sony is trying to run parallel to Marvel, and I don't know what's going on with that.
Feige's not letting them.
All I know is
Feige-
if you
no,
guys
Feige's
think about
fault.
it. If you guys think about it this way, hear
You
me
think
out for
it's
a second.
Feige's fault that Sony's effing
If
up? I don't.
you
put
hear
that
me
on
out for a
Feige.
second with these cameos, all right? All we talked about was Doctor Strange for months, and all anybody talked about was how excited they were for all these different cameos. Oh, they hope they get a variant of this. Oh, I hope we get one of that. It's going to make so much money because of these cameos.
Tom Cruise?
And the minute people didn't get what they wanted, and they didn't like the way the cameos worked out, now we're getting articles like this where they're saying, has Hollywood gone too far? Are cameos hurting the comic? Get the hell out of here. 3 months ago, it was the greatest thing ever. And now all of a sudden, oh, you didn't get what you wanted. So now cameos are bad. And I'm with Matt. I don't see Toby or Andrew as cameos. Those guys are supporting actors.
They will be in the movie for 30 plus minutes. And they went home after the end of No Way Home. We don't know if they're the only thing we know is that they do remember the events of Spider-Man No Way Home. But other than that, that's it.
Because
Will we see
everybody
them
was
again?
excited about variants, and everybody was excited about variants and cameos 3 months ago, and now everybody's all of a sudden got a
Yeah.
problem with it.
Look, at the
I
end
don't
of
have a
Loki.
problem with that. I
at
love
the
them.
end,
I mean, the
At the
people
end
writing
of-
these articles, Max.
Do you
At
think
the
we're
end
going to
of
get any
Loki.
more in Obi-Wan, or do you think it was Cody or a clone trooper
I think that might be Rex, man.
or Rex? Okay.
No, that's not Rex.
Nah, Rex wouldn't be rolling around in his armor though, would he? Rex ain't stupid. I don't know
No,
who
Rex
that
is not
is,
dumb.
honestly, man. But it's a cool little allegory, you know.
Well, we already know we're getting Vader. Do you think we're getting any more cameos in Obi-Wan? Anyone? Matt?
Yes.
Maybe
Qui-Gon. I bet we get Qui-Gon. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get Qui-Gon. I think Cal Kestis is gonna make an appearance.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. And if they really want to market this new game coming out, yeah.
If they actually have Cal Kestis as an appearance in the Obi-Wan show, it's gonna blow the effing roof off. People are gonna demand.
It'd be
for
like
sure.
for gamers, it would be like the Luke moment all over again. Like it
Yeah.
wouldn't be as big, but it'd be up there, you know. Yeah, I don't think anything's ever going to be as big as that was the one night where it didn't matter what kind of Star Wars fan you were, or what side of the camp you were on, or what kind of channel you ran.
Listen,
every Star Wars fan was
listen, bro,
together.
if you bring Cameron into it,
Listen, everyone. I read
He's
as
a
many
good
comments as I can, but everyone's like, read my
He's
comment, read my.
amazing.
There is a way to make sure because
They're
we are
all
having a
Marcus
conversation.
Cruz bots.
I'm not. Yeah, we fans are our own worst enemies. We build up things in our heads. We write our own stories and our own expectations, and the things we want to happen, we don't.
That's
we
true.
Get pissed.
Yeah, I've always admitted about myself, especially as a
I'm
Star
not-
Wars fan.
Is Henry Cavill showing up in Black Adam?
You know what?
Someone's
Anthony?
playing music. Watch your music. I don't want to copyright.
You see
We
that-
are gonna. Are you streaming tonight, Matt?
Yeah, probably.
You should do the. What was it? The.
I
secret
covered-
sauce.
I covered Star Wars Celebration last night, so that was fun. I don't really. There's not much going on today. I was thinking about probably just doing like another trailer park sort of thing.
Yes, sir.
This
Those
is
are fun.
one. This is one. I don't like to say why are they doing this, but this is one. I'm just like, I don't know why. Does anyone interested in this?
Where? Don't see anything. Yes.
Gran Turismo series. And why is Neil Blomkamp with it? I want Neil Blomkamp to do so many other things than Gran Turismo. I'm sorry.
I'll say this: get Justin Lin from the Fast and Furious franchise.
No, you want another fast for Gran Turismo? It's supposed to be a racing simulator.
I'm into any kind of like movie that involves cars. But
so you guys, people are actually interested in this. Okay.
I think Gran Turismo. If there was any, besides Need for Speed, which wasn't very good, if there was any car movie out there that revolved around a video game that people were going to get interested for, it would be this or Forza.
Donovan, Matt, you are getting it.
Matt, do you have any interest in this? Like
no, Neil not one bit. Not one bit.
Name comes up and I'm like, why is Neil Blomkamp with this?
I would rather sit in a sports car and run a hose from the exhaust into the car than watch a movie about Gran Turismo.
What about if it's animated?
No.
Why does it got to be animated? This is a
Why do you got to make a movie about a racing game?
It's Sony. They need the money.
Gran Turismo. Listen, guys. Gran Turismo is a game, but it's a game based off reality. This is a simulator, not an arcade. Gran Touring cars is a real thing.
Ask Sony. They are retarded. Ask them.
So it'd be like saying, "Are you interested in a movie about NASCAR?" You know, Gran Touring cars are, they're gonna slap the race car video game logo on there to sell some more, but the movie itself would probably be about track racing. That's it. And you got to be a car guy to like that kind of shit too. You got to be a car guy.
This is when Sony is trying to throw everything at the wall. See what sticks. They did Uncharted. I still got to rent Uncharted. I didn't see it yet.
Uncharted is okay movie. I enjoy it.
I think here's the thing we got to remember here is that like a lot of these movies, they want to adapt it. Sony's in this phase right now where they're like, we need to take our properties and adapt them into something. Gran Turismo is I think a dead property. I don't hear anyone ever talk about Gran Turismo anymore. Forza is bigger. I mean, I don't even like racing games. What Forza? I think Forza is way bigger than Gran Turismo.
Forza Horizon is a more popular game. No, that's not crazy. Forza Horizon is the most popular racing.
They reward their audience more than the Gran Turismo has been giving their Gran Turismo has been giving their fans nuggets and paying extra.
Yeah, Gran Turismo is a simulator. It's like playing Madden.
They have Forza Horizon and they have Forza Motorsport though. Forza
Motorsports is not as popular as Gran Turismo. Forza Horizon is more popular than Gran Turismo.
Need for Speed got a movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Need for Speed, you could argue, you could argue the concept of that as a movie. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't a horrible movie. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't.
I mean, it had Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul had a really badass last gen Mustang, Carroll Shelby Mustang.
One of the last things I have. This is just real quick. This shocks me. I was looking forward to this, but it not get a good review. Pistols about the Sex Pistols, and this is supposed to be. This is supposed. Come on, Anthony. This is supposed to be. Who did that? That first Obi-Wan or Fusty and McGregor movie that was about drug culture and stuff.
Danny Boyle. Trainspotting.
Trainspotting. So this looked interesting to me, but really they're giving it a 6 average.
Not interested.
That comes out, so that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, anyway, but again, Max, we've kind of realized you cannot trust.
Yeah.
You cannot always trust what critics. You have to watch things yourself. Yeah. Right? Like we put too much reliance on literally what other people say.
Yeah.
This is why this is why I think that like what you have to do is just go yay or nay, up or down. That's it. Either you like it or you don't. Don't go further into it like, it's all right. It's a middle thing. It's like, I like it or I don't. Just keep it simple because then people don't have to overthink going into it.
Yeah. I was just looking forward to it because of Danny Boyle and the subject material. I thought that was a perfect fit. So it's a little disappointing to hear.
Well, a lot of people
average
know
response coming out first.
It's not gonna. I'm still gonna watch Pistols it. Are, and then you got the group of people that aren't into punk rock at all, and the ones that are into punk rock, they hate the Sex Pistols. They can't stand that group. You know, those guys are and were one of them's a murderer. One of them was a murderer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sid Vicious was a murderer. He murdered Mary, whatever or Nancy, whatever her face is, and then before he could end up going to prison, he OD'd. He accidentally OD'd. He stabbed her to death in their apartment.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I need to see that. I didn't see that one. Sid and Nancy, Gary Oldman. Okay.
Well, now you know the ending of the movie. I didn't know the ending of the movie. Thanks, Chris.
That's like the most common knowledge of.
I didn't know that. I knew that they had. I thought they were like I thought it was just. I knew it was a destructive relationship, but I didn't know how it went.
Oh my God! You're telling me that you somehow managed to. You somehow managed to.
Until now, yeah, 40 years. 40 years. 70s? I met. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think Sid and Nancy was like 80 something.
Watch the movie and then do a TikTok about it with your true crime thing.
It's not. That's kind of maybe.
So 11. This is the last one, I promise. 11 movies like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and me and my wife enjoyed this. We watched it.
I just can't believe that like Gadget and Zipper, man.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
and then their babies was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Did everyone like the 2011 Muppets?
When I first saw it, I tried watching it again, and you can kind of feel the age on it.
Yeah.
Do you think we will get a Chip and Dale sequel?
I think so. Yeah.
So.
Oh, Space Jam is garbage. Get this shit off me, please.
Well, the thing is, though, Space Jam: A New Legacy and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers are both very similar in regards to like their approach, but it's how they did it. Chip and Dale. Well, no, hold on. Chip and Dale built a movie around IPs. Space Jam.
This like Chip and Dale just because it's Lonely Island?
Who is it? Oh, is it Never Stop Stopping? It's because it's a parody.
It is a parody, yeah.
Right, but that's the other part too. Is like, and then with Space Jam, they took IPs and tried building a movie around it.
Bowfinger's hilarious.
I mean,
Bowfinger is great. Yeah.
Well, if you want to promote your stream, I'm gonna end it here. I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I will get the Switch thing together for.
I won that, right?
Oh, are you still giving that away?
Yes.
I love how Matt said that.
Thanks, Matt.
What?
No.
You're still going to give it away. You're not going to keep it for yourself.
I'm a man of my word. But I'm not doing a giveaway that big way again. It caused a lot of issues.
If Matt hit 50,000 subscribers, he will give away some number.
Well, see, that the thing with that is though is I can say that if when I hit X amount of subscribers, then I can give something away. That's legal. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, let's not go over this, please.
What? I'm just saying that there's like
I'm getting it over with and getting it in my past. Yes.
Getting it over with, getting it in your past.
I'm being more responsible in the future. I don't want to go over all the things I did wrong. Oh my
Max, you haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, thank you.
You know what I mean? You haven't done anything wrong
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, yet.
Right.
You got to remember that you have every chance in the world to fuck up, but you haven't fucked up yet.
Well,
right?
some of my channel is.
Can we get a sequel to Love Pikachu already? Detective Pikachu.
You want to call it Love Pikachu?
Yes, Love Pikachu.
I mean, that's going to take it to a whole other direction.
Yeah. Oh no, Netflix is making a series, but that's never coming out.
I mean, could you imagine that? Could you just imagine that them doing a movie called Love Pikachu? It's all like, "Hi everyone, I'm Pikachu. This is my first trip to Japan. Apparently, my butt's in danger."
I'm the only on camera. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, they could make it like Goku. Just saying, that would be the
and oh god, this.
Man, my day off from work is done.
I hate
it's
it.
1 a.m.
I hate it.
I don't want to go.
Just give me more announcement of D23. Give me a Mando trailer D23. That's it.
I have a lot of crap to do this week too. I gotta take the cat to the vet.
You got a cat?
Yeah.
Dogs
Speaking of which, I gotta walk my dogs. I haven't walked my dogs all day, so I'm busy watching.
They're behind on.
Go watch Top Gun, Matt. You will.
I watched Stranger Things, Chris.
I'm just saying.
That gave me nightmares.
Man, dude, I was like, okay. So last night, I'm all like, I'll watch Stranger Things, and I have 2 episodes left. I'm like, okay, cool. Like an hour a piece, I'll be good. This episode 7 is an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm good.
And
the
it
last
does not
episode's
stop.
long, and it doesn't quit.
It doesn't quit. I was like, all right, I can make this work.
That's
I started
bold.
watching it like 1:30 in the morning.
So
So
Stranger
late.
Things is ending in season 5, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, if they bring what they've brought to season 4 to season 5, holy crap.
Bro.
Season 4 is so good.
I want to see what the Duffer Brothers do next.
I mean, I have a feeling they're going to spin off Stranger Things quite a bit, but
I got a feeling that that's going to happen is Kathleen Kennedy is going to give the Duffer Brothers the Ryan Johnson trilogy.
No.
No.
I guarantee you, this is what will happen. I think Kevin Feige will get them for X-Men. There you go.
what? No, they're not going to. No, look,
they're not this
they're
kind
gonna
of
wanna
directors.
create.
I was
they're-
only kidding. They're going to want to do their own stuff.
Yeah, like
they wanna
they.
do their own stuff. I know.
They're famous for their own IP.
Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, they're not going to want to come into somebody else's. Like, I think at this point, they've realized that that's not going to work.
I
out
love
very
that they were able to.
Unless
work
they
with
really
Mechanic
fail with their next original IP, then I could see them moving into franchises.
I laughed so hard.
I mean, they got
But
to deal with Netflix.
if you made your most profitable stuff with original IP, that's where you make your money. You make way more money with original IP than working on franchises.
Well, I mean, if you can turn an original IP into something profitable,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
profitable.
In regards to Netflix, outside of like I think their biggest IP is Stranger Things.
Stranger Things,
because
and maybe Ozark.
No, Bridgerton.
There's a lot of
Forgetting
franchising
how popular
opportunities.
Bridgerton
Yeah, but there's no merchandise for that I've seen really for Bridgerton and for Ozark.
Did you hear that? That's the rumor is that they're not that it's definitely going to be him, but he's one of the top runners
Oh,
from
please,
Bridgerton.
no.
Or
Jean was it Jean Page, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
For Bond.
I got this from small screen. Just to give
I'm
you
gonna bounce out here, Max, so I can walk my dog, so I can try to get. I'm gonna try to jump.
All right.
Matt, I'll try to jump on.
All right,
with
man.
you.
Yeah, we're doing
Might have to
fantasy
do that.
movies, man. Fantasy movies. Like,
Yeah, I'm in. I'll try to jump
He
on.
said
It takes like 45 minutes. to walk
did
my
you
dog.
respond his take that the original Willow is bad though?
who said the original Willow's bad?
The original Willow, it has bad acting. I said it's horrible.
Man, we're starting off the trailer park with Willow. Now you just picked it, bitch.
Horrible.
Get the fuck is wrong with you?
It's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a childhood classic. It's right up there with Goonies and all that shit. But
I
the
do think
acting
the
is
new series
horrendous.
can be
The only
better.
good thing about that movie is Val Kilmer, and I won't say it again.
You got to battle him on the.
What about Red Sonja?
That would be a good title for or
The
good
Grassery
subject
got
for
the Grassery got a
Willow
question.
debate. What?
The Grassery got a question. They're not doing the live action museum on the reboot. I thought
No, they're doing
that.
it's animated.
Oh, I thought that meant. Why can't we get another live action? Come on.
I don't know. Real Bumble here. Hold on. You want Stranger Things Blu-rays? The season 1 and 2 are definitely out because I own them on Blu-ray. I don't believe they released season 3.
Well, you could get a bootleg. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, you can. You can go to Walmart right now and buy bootleg freaking Mandalorian.
I saw that. Yeah.
I just can't believe they haven't released seasons 1 and 2 or season 3. It's been 3 years they haven't put out on home video. I would buy it. I bought the other 2 seasons. They're in the big VHS clam cases, clamshells. So I just want they even released what was it? Daredevil on home video. You know, this complete moving away from physical media is ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I even bought the first season or 2 of Rebels on Steelbook off Zavi. They never finished releasing seasons of Rebels. There's
That's on
only 1 or 2
Disney Plus.
seasons.
It's a Disney
I
Plus.
know, but this was before Disney. Rebels
Yeah, I
finished
know, I
before
know.
Disney Plus, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. They stopped.
I wish Disney would do that to every show. Like, give us Blu-ray of Mando, give us a Blu-ray of Loki, Wanda, or something. I will buy that shit. But yes, whatever. Maybe if they do another box set for the MCU, they probably add that in.
I am going to watch. I remember it being an average fantasy, and I'm not saying it's horrible. I only watched it once or twice in my youth. You know, but I enjoyed it. But it's never. I don't know. What's your thoughts, Matt? Willow, the original Willow.
I look. I haven't watched it in a long time. But I remember watching it as a kid. I remember loving it as a kid. You know, there are movies. It's like go back and watch the original, The Last Starfighter. Right? Like we all remember that movie as a kid. That movie, horribly made, by the way. Right? but it was a mid 80s film. You know what I mean? And like, it was one where, believe it or not, like John Campea was doing this thing for a while. Well, a couple times, or he would take an older movie and he would do like a 20-minute breakdown of the film, right? Talk through the plot points and stuff. And he did, what was it? Mystery Men and The Last Starfighter. Those are the two I remember. And they were both really good videos. I really liked them. But like watching through his Last Starfighter video, there was an actual amount of joy that he had talking about this movie. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe. Okay. So I was looking at it through his perspective, right? Like his perspective of enjoyment might change my view of it now. Cause I tried watching it when I was in film school. Never watch those movies from your youth when you were in film school. When you're taught to, when you are in a space where you are learning how something is made and you can point out flaws, not a good space to be. You know, it's like, again, like I say, the original 89 Batman is like a very glorified student film with how it's put together. It's not put together well, but it's a classic nonetheless. Willow is like that for me.
Okay.
You know, but then again, you also have
Batman
like
89 is good.
I'm not saying it's bad, but there's a lot of useless shit in that movie, right? There's a lot of useless shots in that movie. There's a lot of weird things that like I don't think Tim Burton would do today. But that was only like Tim Burton's, I think, second or third film at that time. No, it was his third movie because he did Pee-wee's Big Adventure was his first, and then it was Beetlejuice, and then it was Batman.
Like Returns.
Oh, I used to have Disney Club in the back of the day. It was horrendous to try to cancel that.
Oh,
I used to get the exclusive DVDs. Like, what? Why are you laughing?
No, on TikTok. Like, okay, so I'm on TikTok a lot for my true crime stuff, but when I'm watching TikTok content, they know how old I am, right? Like they have to know how old I am because I keep getting recommended videos from other like boomer aged people, you know, and one of them's like only things you would know if you were a kid in the 80s. And it's like just going through all these little things that you would remember if you were a kid. And like one of them was like, oh, you still owe money to Columbia House Records or something. Right? Like, you remember those? Remember those back in the day?
Yeah.
I got one of them when I was a teenager, and it was like, you know, get 8 movies for like a penny or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And they were
I love that.
Oh, I did too, but I signed up for it, and I put the movies in, and they sent me 6 out of the 8, and then they wanted me to pay them like $180.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote them a letter back and said, I didn't receive 2 of these movies. Send me these 2 movies, and I'll pay you the money. And they never contacted me ever again. So, you know, but it's like one of them was the Langoliers, that set, right? The TV movie of the Langoliers, which I really wanted. Because that's a horrible movie too, but it was just fun for back in the 90s and stuff. I don't know. I just miss going to a video store and walking around and looking at all the box art of a video, right? Because the box art was always
that was the nostalgia in Stranger Things too. I like that part of it's in a video store.
Yeah,
but I didn't. Was Family Video back then?
They had home video.
I remember Hollywood Video and Blockbuster and some other. Family Video was more recent chain to me in my area. I didn't know it was back then.
Well, I mean, Family Video, I don't know if that's a brand or a chain or whatever. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it is, but it's actually
Okay.
All the ones in my area have now gone out of business recently. But that was like one of the last ones. They actually made a lot of locations around like 2010.
Have you ever bought
Now they're out of
Blu-rays?
business the last few years.
Have you ever bought Blu-rays in Dollar Tree?
Yeah. You know what I found for $1 on Blu-ray is the oh God, what was it called? The James Gunn movie about the office building.
Oh fuck.
The Belko experiment. The Belko
Fuck,
experiment.
yeah.
I found that. I found a few on there. What I was looking at now is Redbox has got DVDs of like new movies for like $6 because they get so much new content. So I was looking
I
through
thought
last night.
Redbox was dead.
Oh hell no, dude! Redbox is like alive and well.
Yeah, there's like one at like a lot of 7-Elevens still have them in LA.
Like
here.
7-Eleven,
Really?
like Walmart has got
Walmart.
them. I mean, there was a time when like Blockbuster had tried to get in on that whole thing, right, with the kiosks, and they put them as when I was living in LA, they had one at a 99-cent store, which is really
Right.
I'm like, okay, I never rented from it. I'd rent from the Redbox down the street, you know. But that's where I'd get new video games. That's how I'd rent new video games. Is like I'd go search for them on there.
In middle school, I remember when we did Friday nights after school, we would go to Redbox, get 2 movies, and then go get pizza, and then we'll watch one movie.
No 7-Eleven pizza.
No, we'll get like pizza or Domino's or something. And then we'll watch those 2 movies and have pizza. And so it's like those will be the Friday nights in middle school. And then Redbox was decreasing their their.
So funny. He says when I was in middle school.
Yeah, I forgot Kaden is young as fuck. Oh
well, I hate to end the conversation, but it is 1:20 for me, and I have to get ready for work. I'll probably watch a little bit of your show when I'm getting ready for bed.
All right, we're just doing fantasy movies tonight and everything else. See how that goes.
Talk about Will a little bit, and then tell RJ I said hi.
I don't know if RJ will pop on or not.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Okay.
He was here for a little bit. He's like, I'm too tired. But I think he'll pop up. I think he'll pop in.
He'll probably pop in. He was even last night. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna go on your stream.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And then like he immediately pops in.
That's why I said it's a joke. Just if he does pop in, say, hey, Max says hi. Oh yeah, Brian, go. Brian Lanzis is he's a good pal from the Amico and video games community.
I thought Amico was dead.
Well, we're not talking about that.
I thought the Amico scammed me, according to that guy at
the WWE.
At the WWE thing.
Listen, be nice because he's asking to go to your channel.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not bashing the Amico. I never played it. No one did. But
you know what? It's actually, this is kind of weird. It's been a while since everyone just knows Matt. So yeah, here is Matt's channel.
Yeah, it's $3 theater. I do the Hollywood After Dark. We'll be going live in a few minutes. I just got to go use the bathroom and
watch the plungers.
My plunger is plastic now, Max. Okay.
The what?
My plunger is plastic.
As it used to be metal.
It was wood. It rotted through. It's the weirdest thing. It like literally broke because like the wood had rotted. Like, how does that even happen?
How the fuck that shit happens? What the fuck?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, good night, everyone. Have a nice nice stream.
You plunge in your bathrooms.
I'm gonna go Febreze it. I'm gonna go plunge it. I'm even gonna do the poopery.
Oh my god.
So my crap smells like ice cream.
Oh.
That's what he said when he left? Okay. Caden, you want to end the show?
Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't. Share MME with your friends, family, and your enemies too. Share with everyone you want.
Except the corn. Except the bots.
Except for the corn bots. And
the dookie bots?
And catch the next MME tomorrow, right? Tomorrow you'll do
maybe.
I
think so.
Yeah. So keep
Watch
that notification
on
on
Wednesday.
All right, thanks.
See you guys. Peace out.